Happy New Year!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spelljammer. It's so good to have you all here. We have just finished up a week of spooky events, including a kind of one-off adventure, not narratively bound, that saw our Spelljammer crew running around the Astral Sea and dealing with very potentially scary things. It's so good to have you all here. Again, this is my amazing crew. We are down James, who plays Bleeznoik, our Goblin Artificer, this evening. Unfortunately, James could not make it, so we will be continuing on without him. First things first, some overhead. I want to give a big shout out to Nine Realms Gaming. They're one of our partners. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods that the multiverse has to offer. And I invite you to go and check out their website at ninerealmsgaming.com and use our partner code LIAR10 for 10% off. Secondly, Mithril Armory. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their 1020 and D&D graphic tees at their website. So go to mithrilarmory.com to check them out. I also want to give a big shout out to Tailspire. You might not see a lot of Tailspire tonight, but we may be using it, and we're using it for music. Tailspire is great. You can get it on Steam, and it's really fun to build maps there and have our characters run around those maps. It also gives like a 3D element, which is both very scary, fun, and complicated. So if you like hypotenuse triangles and measuring that angle, go for it. Lastly, from second to last,
way to sell it.
Shout out to Penultimately. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to Tales Tavern. This site is a place for people who create content that goes onto Tailspire, and these creators are incredible. They design a ton of different materials, and a lot of them you see I've used here, and they help kind of bring your world to life. And I cannot express how much fun it is to look at their work and to be grateful to their work. And then ultimately, I want to give a big shout out to Mick Bluff, one of the people likely in our audience tonight. This wonderful artist, they did our character art for the Spelljammer run. You can see their art here on our screens, and we're going to throw links to her Twitter and Instagram in the chat. So we invite you to check out her work. She made our characters, and they are incredible. And we are so grateful to have McBluff attend a lot of our shows and help support us. Thanks, McBluff! Woo!
Love you.
And because I'm GM, ultimately, yet again, part 2, I just want to remind all the audience here that Iron Valor is an audience participation supported event. So we invite you to use your points and Valor tokens to help bless the party and curse my creatures. You get Valor tokens simply by watching the game, and you can use the command ! Commands to see the ways that you can influence the game. Last week, the party almost all died, and
because I know nobody helped us.
They were begging for assistance, and so when the cards are down, dice are rolled, when things are dire, come in.
God hates you.
Thank you. Come in and assist us. So
the angels of blood will ride in on their mighty.
No, it was no big deal. We just had a party member on 2 death fails.
At any rate, thank you all. I'm looking forward to this evening as we come into our next session of Spelljammer, as we see our adventurers dish deals with demons, hang out in the plane of Dis, and finally, hopefully, not get destroyed by anything too devilish or dangerous. So let's shoot for the stars, and we'll see you right after the intro.
Thunder!
Whoa. now. Hello.
Hello. Back.
What's up?
So, as we come back into our session, we find ourselves back at the All Souls Welcome Casino, run by patron Balthazar Brand, the Balor of Dis.
Brandon.
Before I get into more, I want to invite one of us here, who are in our crew, to give us the Captain's Log, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was my job tonight. I made notes. I did not make notes. Captain's Log, day 3.5, something like that. We entered the Devil's Casino, unprepared for what may come. As it turns out, all of Spelljammer came to meet us there. I stealthily made my way up to talk to Brand about this unfortunate happenstance, but ended up spying on his dealings with the Admiral, and found out that he was more or less being blackmailed, for lack of a better term. In my state of having the element of surprise, I decided I would try and kill the Admiral and relieve Balthazar of his blackmailed state. Did not work so well. A giant T-Rex threw him off the side, and it turns out he could just teleport whenever he feels like, so a battle ensued. Balthazar almost killed me, and then almost took my soul. So that was cool. But in the meantime, Drizzle did, in fact, rescue the blackmail card and deliver it to Brand, thus saving my life and expelling all of the Academy out in a flick of a finger. Unfortunately, the Admiral did survive the fight, and I'm quite disappointed in our captain for that. In other news, we come back to another episode of Spelljammer.
Oh wow, okay. You can
Yes,
do
that's
so many.
so neat. I think you did a good job.
What the fuck?
It's fine. It's fine. Want to see how Jasmine would fare against the Admiral.
I mean, Jasmine has almost died like so many times.
It's only been my fault once so far.
And so, as Jasmine's Captain Log explained, the party found themselves in the casino, where they were meeting with Balthazar Brand, who had given them a task to go hunt down a magical artifact for him. They eventually uncovered that this artifact was called the Wandering Star, a legendary map of the multiverse that has the capacity to tell you where legendary items and rare items are across this universe, as well as scry on your enemies, and also kind of prevent you from ever getting lost. A useful item for any Spelljammer ship. While they were meeting and waiting to hang out with Brand, they then encountered the Academy, and with that, Admiral Lorfan himself, Lore's father. In the ensuing fight, a couple of things occurred. First off, they learned that Admiral Lorfan had arrived not necessarily to attack the party, but actually to cut his own deal with Balthazar Brand. Brand was going to give him a Githyanki teleporter, a higher quality device than the Spelljammer Academy has that is capable of basically taking a Spelljammer ship and having it teleport more freely across the multiverse and in combats itself, in exchange for Brand being allowed to do some smuggling deals to the elemental plane of water. They also learned that, as Jasmine mentioned, the Admiral had some artifact that Brand very much wanted. And that is why this fight broke out, as the Academy attempted to apprehend and arrest our crew here. Successfully getting the card away from the Admiral, Brand then disapparated the entirety of the Academy, and our adventurers now find themselves alone in the casino with Balthazar Brand and only a few other staff of the casino itself. And so, As we bring in our scene, you all find yourselves either kind of clustered together in a part of the casino, as you can see Marius and Marius, the two fire giant bouncers, cleaning other portions of the casino that had been rocked by Spelljammer ship ballista shots. And you also see that a couple of like the bartenders and the wait staff of the casino are also shuffling around trying to clean things up and get it ready to the casino ready to operate yet again. As you all stand there, and you see that Bleesnoik steps to the side and is going to be present for this evening, but we're not going to make too many major decisions for Bleesnoik, but he is sort of waiting as well. Something that dawns on all of you as you were in the casino when the Academy arrived is that the Academy seemed to have some way to track you, and that you had noticed that they seemed to be either potentially tracking Lore or Bleesnoik, using some sort of technological device in the process. You all find yourself standing together on the lower floor of the casino. You see an extremely sweaty tiefling standing beside you, who you know is Jeremy. And Jeremy says, yes, Brand will meet you. He's just taking a little bit of time for himself, and then he will call you back up. So you have a moment just to check in for yourselves. Thank you so much.
If there is Drizzle would not have left the room unless Brand physically made them leave. Are you saying that he teleported us out of the room?
You had been teleported out of the room.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say it's negotiating time, but I guess it's not negotiating time because, I don't know, wants to take a towel bath or something.
It's almost negotiating time.
It's
You'll get
almost
your...
negotiating time.
Jasmine will unhook her Plague Doctor mask and pull it off her face.
How you doing?
I'm alive. She looks relatively unscathed. Like, it doesn't look like she's actually taken any damage herself, but she's clearly rattled. It's not easy to do.
Like completely, or like Earl Grey alive?
It might be closer to Earl Grey. I think I almost caused an apocalypse. That's cool. It's neat.
What did that look like? Like, was it like, did you see it coming, like right at you, like a bunch of comets and stuff, or was it more like, ooh, this could happen?
It was more like if I had tugged on a single string a little bit too hard, I could have caused an unraveling, which I didn't realize until after the fact.
And
that
so
might
it's
be the more
2020, I
disturbing
guess.
thing. I can't.
Jasmine, you recall that in that battle against Brand, he had summoned you to a demi-plane where you found your soul on the line as you stood upon a roulette wheel. And in that moment, you recall the delicacy at which you had to manipulate the arcane weave, the weave that makes up this universe and which helps bind it together, as you manipulated fate by tugging on those weave strands. And in the back of your mind, as you had done it in the chaos and in the panic of that moment, you recall that had you pushed too far, as you said, that you could have caused an unraveling, a pulling in of the weave, and potentially the production of some sort of apocalyptic state. You know, from your history classes back when you were in the academy, that these events have happened before. And it dawns on you that you could have caused one to happen again.
Yeah, so your girl been through a lot. Soul or apocalypse?
Leon, you alright?
Leon looks a little perturbed, but he's okay. Even as he's looking, he's kind of like twirling the staff that he stole from Admiral Lorfan around in his hand, examining it, taking a look at it. He goes, a couple of scrapes, bumps and bruises, but I'm alive.
Yeah, I see you got his cane and you got his gun. So did you end him? Finally?
No.
I didn't see a lot of it. I was fighting, but it was pretty honorable not to kill a man while he's down.
Yeah. Turns out dude's kind of formidable for an old guy.
Is that a thing we're going for?
What, honor?
Yeah.
I don't know. But there are some things that are a little, you know, more questionable than others. I respect what you did.
Nah, I don't think. Listen, he's not my dad, but I don't think I want to kill him.
I think I do. He's going to continue sending goons after us. Unless he is dead.
It's not. We'll talk about it later.
I think I'll do what feels right in the moment. And what feels right now is, and she's gonna pull out her cleavage because she still got it, or did she hand it over?
No, I think you handed it over. That's
The
what
card?
Are you talking about the card?
Yeah.
Oh,
he took
you
it.
handed it to Brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this is like his daughter or his son. I'm thinking son just because it felt like really, there was a masculine kind of an Old Spice energy to the card.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was something he really wanted, right? And I was like, oh my god, wouldn't it be so sweet if this is his long lost child who maybe he like gambled away his soul into a card and then he got it back and he's filled with guilt, which is why he continues on in his way, and maybe the map leads to the physical body of his son that we're going to have to hunt down for him in some kind of like bounty mission for like the saving of Brand's soul. Is that what other people are thinking?
Drizzy, you read a lot of books, huh? You just...
Well, okay. Like the third season of Hajj actually has a really big thing about it, and I'm thinking we might be going in that direction.
You know, I didn't think anything actually, so good. That's as good a guess as any.
Yeah, we will definitely see.
You stand there gathering yourselves a little bit when Jeremy shuffles back over, and you can see the chaos that the Academy had wrought upon the casino. You could see holes now letting the orangish, grimy, smog-filled light of Dis pour into the casino. Holes from where the Spelljammer ships had shot into the casino itself. And Jeremy comes shuffling up to all of you. You can see that he just looks exacerbated. He looks tired, and he's just like, all right. He's ready to see you now. Thank you so much for waiting. He stabs, and you see this almost like slick line of sweat from where he just pulls it off of his forehead and throws it down to the ground. If you would just follow me, I'll lead you over to the platform, and it will take you back up to him.
I want to ask this out of character because I didn't see it happen, but what happened to your half-demon friend, Drizzle?
Koba? I mean, I'm assuming he like evacuated with the other employees, right?
Didn't you blast him with a thunder wave?
Drizzle did not see that happen. She has no reason to believe this.
Yeah, the only person who knows that is Leon at this moment in time. Leon saw that happen.
That's why I wasn't asking in character. I don't know, but
Drizzle, you would have known or kind of spotted during that period of time of waiting. Koba is in the casino. Koba didn't evacuate. Koba's like cleaning. And cleaning things up.
And he looks good. He looks fine.
Yeah, he looks great.
And ripped.
Yeah,
And,
he looks
sweaty,
fantastic.
but, like in the shiny way, not in the Jeremy kind of way.
Yeah. No, yeah. Compared to Jeremy, like Koba's just like glistening. Yeah.
Kind of an in-character question, but not an out-loud question. Has Jeremy gotten sweatier?
100%. Yeah.
Are we concerned for his health-wise? Does it seem like, oh, this is a stressful situation, or does it seem like the man might be drowning?
You think that Jeremy is probably in a stressful situation. Make a medicine check. Why am I telling you that? Make a medicine check as you stare at Jeremy, who slipes up another just like
Take
almost.
a little, as he's talking to us, I just lean in and I take a little sniff of his armpit, and I'm going to do a medicine check. That's going to be a 17 minus 1. That's going to be a 16.
Right, yeah. 17 minus 1. You lean in and you sniff at Jeremy's armpit for a minute. He has a little bit of like a sulfurous BO to him. It's not like terrible, but it's also a little bit more just in the kind of demonic, devilish sort of style of BO. And you see, as you kind of get assessing him with a 16 on your medicine check, I mean, he's definitely losing a lot of water at this moment in time. He's sweating buckets. I mean, it's crazy. Is he gonna pass out? You don't think so?
But it doesn't seem like a curse.
Oh, yeah, your medicine check. You know that this isn't normal. You know
But
that what he's doing is
abnormal for him and how sweaty he normally is.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is like excessive.
Jasmine.
What?
I know Jeremy is usually sweaty, and there's other things we're very concerned about right now, but there's something about how the sweat is kind of being underlined by the narrative currently that is making me think that Jeremy's life is on the line.
You want me to see if he's dying?
Yes.
Looks over at Jeremy.
I'm right here.
You could have asked
Jeremy,
him.
are you dying? There's something about how much it's being mentioned that's making me very nervous.
Drizzle, you can't just ask people if they're dying. It's not.
Who's mentioning anything, Drizzle? What are you talking about?
So I guess since Drizzle said it while he's talking, I am gonna, I don't know, arcane check? See if it's a curse? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Cool. Do I have an extension on?
You guys go up to Brand. Wait, no, we need to investigate the sweaty demon.
I just want to say this is really a stressful period of time. If you cannot see kind of the state of things at this moment in time.
It's a 23.
Watch him be dying.
What curse in
23?
it, and who put it on him?
Wait, so yeah, you want to know what again? Sorry?
What curse it is, if it's a curse, and if it's like life-threatening, I guess.
Cool, yeah. 100% this is a curse of some kind.
It's
or
a
magical
curse.
in nature. Yeah. Tony, you would not be able to tell who did this.
Okay, cool.
No matter what kind of check you
Does it
got.
have a warm kind of scent to it?
It smells salty, like excessively salty. And you see as Jeremy is just like, did you want to postpone your meeting? Brand has other people that they could meet with and he could meet with, but I guess I wanted to check it. If you want to continue to investigate me, we can. You're making me a little self-conscious here. What's going on?
Alright, Drizzle's just curious. It's no big deal.
You've known Drizzle for a few years. This is just standard Drizzle stuff, Jeremy.
Yeah, but this is a little excessive. Like, what are you talking about? My sweat? And it's not that bad. And he's just spritzing you, and you are getting like a water hose.
Start walking up the
Umbrella.
stairs, where you're like, you draw the hand across the chest as you're going up the stairs. We're not gonna let you die. And then Drizzle's gonna go upstairs to talk to Brand.
Jasmine will lean over to him. If you want that removed, then you have the money. I can do it for you, but.
You watch as he sort of grabs your arm and his hand just slowly is sliding down your arm, but not out of like anything other than that it's just too wet to hold, like successfully grip onto you. As he goes, sorry, did Drizzle just say you're not gonna die? Like, is this a life-threatening sort of situation going on here for me?
No, she's concerned that you're going to sweat out and dehydrate.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not too worried about that.
Okay. Well, if you have the money, like I said, I can take it off. I don't know if you do want that, but.
Huh. I mean, I've been sweaty for like 10 or 15 years now. I don't know. The time kind of. That's like kind of my identity. Would you take something off of you? I have to think about this for a little bit.
4 hours and 50 gold. It's gone.
4 hours for 15 years. And he just shuffles away from you. You all gather at the platform that is waiting at the ground that will lead you up to Brand's tower.
You made me make Jeremy have an existential crisis. I hope you're happy, Drizzle.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Captain. So you're leading this, obviously. All we know, it's his son. He needs us. Ready?
I don't think we know that. You seem to be. It was about that important to him.
Yeah. I mean, you were there, right? What do you know about it?
That it was more important than my life.
Well,
A
but
lot more important. And he's also very strong, and he could destroy us all if he wanted to.
Good to know.
I'll tell you what, Drizzle, at the appropriate narrative time, you might be the one to chime in that you know it's important. You'll take him off guard.
I will. I'll know when the appropriate narrative time is, when everything gets too quiet for too long. Does that sound good?
Yeah. I only sort of have any idea what you're talking about the best of times, but I'm gonna trust you. Let's go. If you're ready, Leon.
Ready as I'll ever be.
You pile onto the platform. It takes you up. As you rise up to the top of the tower, you think about how you had Drizzle earlier teleported onto this tower. You can see that the hellfire that surrounds the top of it is now gone. Jasmine, you are filled with the reminder of the fight against Brand up here for but a moment. And as you all arrive to the top, you can see sitting sort of just hunched over, fingers crossed, and staring at the ground, you see Balthazar Brand, this towering behemoth of a Balor, is just hulking and staring downward as you get to the top. You can also see that sitting next to him, right next to his chair, you spot a really small, little, probably only about 3 feet or so tall mushroom figure. And you see little arms and legs and a little face as this little toadstool mushroom figure is sort of standing beside and just mean mugging you as you get to the top. And it's just, like, and Bran
As
sitting
we
there
walk
goes,
forward and I see the little mushroom, I'm like, all right, guys, game faces. Since he's being mugging us.
Oh, he was the one that dragged me into the roulette wheel. He was quite a good guy. So very lovely.
so
Strap my mask back on.
we still have business to deal with. I'm so sorry about what happened earlier. Brand opens his arms wide and then snaps 2 of his fingers, and you see as stools appear in front of you. Have a seat. We might be here for a second as we have this conversation.
Leon will take a seat, and as he does, he'll say, "Listen, no apology necessary, my friend. Obviously, you were under a time of great distress. I'm hoping that my associate Drizzle here was able to alleviate some of that tension in returning the card."
I am very grateful for the return of that card. I appreciate the fact that you got it away from the Admiral. And again, my sincerest apologies as to the events that have recently occurred.
Jasmine remains standing, does not take a seat.
At the moment, Lore does, but it's not really a statement. Lore kind of goes, sorry to be too direct. I mean, you know who I am in relation to the Admiral. Was he blackmailing you, friend?
Yeah, I'll be blunt about this. It certainly was a surprise that he had the card. The Admiral and I, we usually have good dealings, and that one sullied our deals a little bit.
You think he's more stressed out than usual?
But my character read about the Admiral, I don't know if I owe you that information. You're asking me if the Admiral is more stressed out. I don't need to tell you that.
We just helped you not be under his thumb.
And I just helped you not be captured by him. I would say that right now we're even.
I think they had it handled down there.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool. I really shouldn't be the one talking.
Can I give assist?
And yet,
That's a 2.
2?
Yeah. I mean, Drizzle seems to be helping me. Can I have advantage?
Or was I not assisting in that? Because I was trying to get him to give us the stuff.
I feel like actually it'd be more me backing up you, but I've already made the shitty roll, so I feel like...
Drizzle, you, Leon, and Lore, you three see and are picking up pretty quickly. Jasmine, you sort of came into this pretty quickly and was like, oh, all right, I'm already maybe cutting deals with Smuggler King and Balor and Demon. Drizzle, Leon, Lore, you recognize that there's a game being played and that Jasmine has already committed the first move. You may choose now, one of you three, to assist Jasmine in attempting to solidify the argument that you all had at handle. But you think that you won't be able to talk very much for the rest of this, that you won't be able to add support or make another ask of Brand going forward.
If we support Jasmine right now.
If you support Jasmine, basically each of you will have one role, and you can either choose to help support one another in these roles if you would like to take it, or you can save them for things that you want to ask or try to cut deals with.
Yeah, I'll wait.
I mean, if you're willing, I could take Bleeze's help.
Sure, I'll give you Bleeze's help. So
Sure.
we'll use Bleeze up for this.
Yeah, cool.
Odd Jasmine.
We had it
Narrative.
handled.
Narratively, I think Laurel will say something like,
I do have borrowed knowledge.
I mean, I caught, I saw the captain pretty much winning over the admiral. What do you think, Bleeze? And kind of set Bleeze up for.
Bleeze looks like, oh yeah, I mean, I saw that happening the whole time. Did you not see how I just knocked a bunch of crewmates off the edge of the stairs? We were doing great, Lord. Remember when we jumped off and we
I
crushed
jumped
a
off the
guy?
balcony. Yeah.
Jump off the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage, Jasmine.
Does it help you?
It
Using
doesn't
luck.
look like it.
It's an 18.
18?
It got a little bit better, and then it got a lot better when I used my luck. So thank you, Flock Obama. Everybody has 1, by the way,
Hey,
including James.
Everybody has 1 luck. Awesome.
Except for me, I have 0 now.
Okay.
You see Brand sort of take in what you're saying here. Sure, maybe you had it handled. I don't know precisely. I was a little bit busy up here. And he just stares at you, Jasmine. But again, I'm terribly sorry for how things shook out, and I apologize. What I can say to you is that the Admiral certainly seemed a little bit more stressed than usual. The deals that we've cut together over the years, it surprised me that he would risk my business with him and blackmail me like this. So, I don't know what's going on, and I do know your relationship to him, Lore. Do you know?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Do you talk with him ever?
Not recently.
They're
I
pen
mean-
pals. They talk on the regular.
Look, I have no reason to protect this information, and everyone can decide whether or not they believe it or not. But my father set us up several years ago. Because he wanted to, or maybe multiple people wanted to exacerbate the war with the Githyanki. So, yeah, he got Leon to get a crew together, us, take the ship into Githyanki space to recover a relic that wasn't there. So my dad and I, we don't have a great relationship because he's a manipulative bastard.
Not even birthday cards or anything.
I mean, I don't need a birthday card, but it would have been nice if he showed up when my mom was dying.
You know, I had heard a little bit of a rumor about why you all were on the run. Never asked, of course. Not my business. But if this is true, interesting.
What's the rumor? Please
Oh.
tell us how our reputations
Hey guys,
precede
it's
us.
Ponted Bay. Welcome.
You fully went rogue pirate, stole the Academy ship, but that some seedy deals went down among some of the cadets in the school, you among them, working and allying yourself with the Gith. And that's why the Academy shunned you.
Well, there's a reason a rumor is a rumor.
And what do you believe, Brand?
I believe that we can make a good business dealing together. And I believe that you've been reliable up until this point. And I believe that the Admiral has recently gotten on my bad side.
Fair.
I can also assure you that should you ever want to try to get a message like this out, if you haven't yet, I'd recommend going and trying to get on the radio station. That goes everywhere. It's pretty good. Secondly,
Hodge?
they did produce Hodge and Kodge, but
They did?
yeah,
do?
it's discontinued
Since when?
like a year ago.
I'm surprised,
Okay.
Drizzle. I felt like you would have been the first person to know that.
No, they said that they were going on a hiatus because they had to take some personal time for the actors and the writers, and I really thought, okay, I can take that time. I can respect the creators of something I care about so much. But this really is going a lot farther than I thought it did. You talk about this for a second.
I mean, look, I don't want to sully. Look, I feel like we're getting off track. What I can say to you, maybe, is that if you want to talk about this, I can give you more information about that radio show if you'd like.
Laura's gonna put a hand on Drizzle's shoulder, just kind of
Put a
squeeze a
hand on her
little.
shoulder. She's sitting cross-legged on the little stool there, and she's kind of like hazing out into little condensation. She's just like focusing in on a little ball.
Leon, make an insight check. Lore, you can make an insight check, and Jasmine, go for it.
Sure.
Drizzle, you're having a moment.
Hiya! I'm an astronaut. That's a flat 8. Cool.
Ooh, 18 for Laura.
18, nice. And Leon?
11.
11. Lore, you see it as Brand leans forward, fingers recrossing, and there's a little bit of a smile on his face. And you get the sense that he is happy that Drizzle is feeling emotionally bad at this moment, as he says, "So, back to business.
Noted.
I understand you may have something of mine, and I'd like to get it from you. Should our original deal still stand, I can offer to you about 20,000 gold pieces, upgrades to your ship, and information about the Gith Empire in case you're interested."
I'll message Leon.
Meanwhile, Laura's
Does he
just
want
gonna
us
say,
to give him the map, or does he want us to find something with it?
Lore?
Laura's just gonna say, and probably in part as a slight stall tactic, because it's probably used to people chatting telepathically. Is Laura, but also Laura's gonna say, so upgrades. Are you able to describe proof of ship?
Of course. I can have my mechanics here in Dis do it for you.
All right. Well, it's a pretty good thing to consider. That's a good offer. I'll let my captain talk about this, but I might have a question for you. Just let me ruminate. I'm the dumb barbarian after all.
What do you want with the map?
I have things that I want across this universe, and I believe that this map might help me get them.
Right, right. And I would assume that you're not going to be the one going out and retrieving these items, right? I mean, who would run the casino?
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
But, what are you trying to offer here?
I'm proposing a new deal. Seeing as we already have the map in our possession, and a ship, and a crew, send us to go get the stuff for you. Whatever it is whatever it is you want, send us to go get it. We've already proven ourselves as far as retrieving the map, and in exchange, you give us the upgrades and the coin to purchase whatever else we may need for this excursion. Skyproof our ship, make it Astral Sea ready for whatever things we might have to face, so that we can be successful in our endeavors. And if you could keep the academy off of our backs in any other ways, I think that would be mutually beneficial as well.
That's a lot.
You asked for the upgrades and the coin.
And you're asking, above all the things you're asking for, is you're asking for me to keep the academy off your back. An entire fleet. And they seem to know how to get to you.
What I'm asking,
Condense into one spot while Leon is finishing his sentence.
what I'm asking, Brand, is for you to help us to help you. If the academy's on our asses, then how are we ever going to get the stuff, whatever it is you need from the map?
Yeah. And we're doing 3 things for you today.
And I'll say, coin-wise, I might be wrong, Captain, but I think the insinuation was keep us taken care of, not the full payment. After all, we'll have possession of the map, so it seems only fair that we don't ask for everything you'd offer if we gave it over, right? A stipend. And then, if we finish our business and we retrieve everything you want, we can discuss what happens to the map then. I think that sounds fair.
Maybe, but Bleeze has a lot of experiments that he's working on, and bodies don't come cheap. He'll look over at Jasmine. Say,
Oh, I can make bodies.
I think that's our services are worth that.
Make a persuasion check.
He wants to go. He's Hail Marrying.
Absolutely.
I love a good cop, bad cop.
You do have luck.
That's an 18.
Yep. Brand continues to stare at you. You are not certain what he is about to respond to, and I'm giving you, Brandon, an opportunity if you would like to re-roll or not, or if you believe your 18 will be good enough. It's your call here.
Yeah, I'll take a reroll. Is it, you mean like use my luck?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I'll use my luck.
Or another one of the players other than currently Drizzle or Jasmine, so only Lore. Lore, if you wanted to try to help.
I haven't assisted.
Drizzle, yeah, sorry, I was trying to
You're
acknowledge
sad,
the
Drizzle.
No, I came
She
back.
can probably guilt him.
Oh, my apologies.
I
Yeah.
have a threat prepared.
Okay, yeah. So Drizzle or Lore, if you two
Drizzle
wanted
will
to get
say
down on this,
it's
you
okay.
could.
Okay, that's a 24 on the reroll.
Okay.
And with that, he'll say, listen, Brand. I might be tooting my own horn here, but I don't think you're gonna find a crew more capable. Like I said, we already brought you the map, and like my crew said, we kind of had the academy under control. While I do appreciate you not killing my first mate, we did have the academy under control. Though I appreciate you clearing them out so that we didn't add any more bloodshed to the decor around here. I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful working relationship, don't you?
You watch as he looks down at the little mushroom figure who's been mean mugging you this entire time. And you see this little turns and looks, and you see a little of spores as the figure looks up at Brand, shrugs. Brand looks back at you.
Jasmine looks like she was ready to run if he went for the box.
Looks back at you. It could be the beginning of a nice relationship. Sure, you're one of the better crews out there in the universe. I would not go as far as to say that you're the best, but
We'll get there.
who's the best?
Yeah, who's the best?
People from the rebellion, other, a mind flayer crew or two are quite powerful. There's actually a boat of entire vampires. They're pretty good at this.
I want to meet Oksani's crew.
I want to meet all of these people, but the fact is, we're one of the best, and we're available.
Yeah.
You are.
Besides, this will give you time to reunite with whoever's in that little card that we also saved for you.
Yeah, that's the second thing we did for you today.
Yes. And you're going to keep bringing it up for a while, I'm sure.
Only if you make us.
So what you're asking from me, to make sure I clarify and put down on paper, and you watch as the little mushroom man holds out, or mushroom figure holds out their hands, and you see a scroll appear and a pen begin to scribe across it, as you see Brand say, you want me to assist you in avoiding the academy.
Right.
In whatever ways I deem necessary, I can make the academy miss you or not get near you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. 2, you want upgrades to the ship.
Yes.
The scry proofing will make a job easier for you. There will be less academy to keep off our tail.
It sounds a lot to me like the scry proofing fulfills the first.
You could also give us
Request.
a very large cannon. There are all kinds of things that could assist us on our mission for you.
I will scry proof the ship,
Mhm.
and that will fulfill the first request. That should help prevent the academy from hunting you down. Hopefully.
All right.
In terms of the gold, I will give you enough to make sure things go smoothly for the next year. Excess payments, trying to purchase equipment and items you can requisition from me, and I get final say as to which ones I'll give you or not. I am a smuggler, after all, so anything you might need, I might be able to get.
Of course.
I have a shopping list.
And lastly, you are saying to me that you go get the artifact and you keep the map. Is that correct?
Yes.
Artifacts, plural. As many as you want us to get.
Excellent. Then I
That's not what we said.
counter with one piece.
We get paid for a job.
I trust you, but I don't trust you enough. Don't take it personally. I'm a smuggler. I'm a demon. I run a casino. And a lot of people hate me.
Brand, I am hurt. I am but a lowly human and a pirate captain. What possible reason would you have not to trust us?
The second you get yourselves in hot water again and cut a deal that has to backstab me. I just got backstabbed once. I'm not going to let it happen again. And so here's my counter. That you shake my hand on this deal. And the second you or any of your crew get access to that artifact, it immediately comes to me.
That sounds convenient to us.
How would you define a member of the crew?
Everyone who shakes his hand, right? Hey, Brand.
Every one of you standing here, and your pet on the ship.
Pets.
This
He's our
artifact must be
son.
pretty important to you, huh?
Yes.
One more thing, Brand. Not an extra request, just a clause I think will protect us both. You said you give us the money for the year. At the end of the year, I'd like it in the contract that we sit down and renegotiate. If there's more artifacts you want us to find it for the right price. If we're done there and we've accomplished what we want on both sides, we can go our separate ways.
Okay.
But it gives you a trial time with us too, so we can prove to you that we're trustworthy.
Sure. That works for me.
All right with you, Captain?
What's the artifact?
See as he takes a deep breath. I don't want to tell you, other than that it is powerful, and that the Gith and the Academy also want it.
Did it used to be in the elemental plane of water?
It currently is.
Oh.
How are we supposed to find it if you won't even tell us what it is?
Why do you have the map?
Well, the map is home to many treasures, is it not?
Yes. But hold out your hand.
Technically speaking, the only one he has to tell is me.
I'll hold out my hand.
No, not you.
Me?
Points to Jasmine,
Oh.
the one who attuned to the map.
You want me to shake on it so I won't tell anyone?
No. Brand touches your hand. There. Channel your will into the map, and it will tell you where to go. But I don't have to tell you.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, some things are too secret for me to explain at this moment in time.
I have a Santa Claus thing to add to the when we get close to it, it goes to you. Okay, if it's like an Indiana Johnson kind of situation where if the artifact moves, the place is gonna fall apart. So like we need to know if it's gonna disappear. Is it like 30 feet? Is it like when does the suck it back to Brand thing go into effect?
Got it. Excellent. It will be in close proximity.
Will the DM text me exactly how many feet away later?
You see Brand is looking at you and says, as much as I really want to break this down, Drizzle, if I tell you precisely how many feet it's going to be, you'll find a way to break that.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous about that, personally. And that's why I don't want to tell you.
It's just a job, guys.
It just makes things a lot easier when we have all of the information. There are certain variables that we need to be able to account for so that we're successful, Brand. I mean, now listen, if you don't trust us, we can just take the map and go. Like, we don't have to sit here and go around in circles. Either we're gonna do this or we're not.
Fine, it's 5 feet. Basically, the second you get to touch the thing, I would get it.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Brand.
I don't think Brand will set us up to fail on the first artifact if you have to come get the map off of our dead bodies. That's not convenient for anyone, right?
Very roundabout way of doing it, for sure.
Well put.
Yeah. Look, you're asking me to put a lot of trust in you, and I ask you to put a lot of trust in me. I have
He's a
reasons
demon
why
that
I'm
wants
not
an
telling you.
artifact.
I'm happy to answer other questions. Ask me anything else. But at this moment in time, it is better for you not to know what you are hunting.
All right, let's talk upgrades then. What are you setting us up with?
First off, I will apply to your ship an anti-scrying shield. That way, people who attempt to scry on your ship will be unable to, and you can go undetected.
Question about the scrying shield. Does that also protect the individuals on the ship from scrying?
Yes.
As long as they're on the ship.
So
While they're on the ship.
yeah, so obviously, like if some okay, good. Okay.
Now, anything that is not magically based, that is scrying based, might still work. You can't blame me for that. But
Cool.
at least scrying would fail.
On that question, is the Academy tracking Bleasnoik and Lore's blood? Are the red blood cells full of little cameras, just like the captain's eyeball?
Little cameras.
Do you have people that can look at that?
I can.
You can look at our blood?
Yeah.
I don't
Her?
know. Lore does.
Laurel step forward and be like, I trust you.
Cool.
Oh, I don't. Don't kill Lore right now, right? That's not useful to you.
You step forward, and as Drizzle, you say that, you see Brand go and just reach out with a hand, and you feel this force push against you for a second, and it is deeply uncomfortable as you feel like all of your blood moving, but not naturally, right? He's moving it around for a second.
Oh, that is one of the weirdest sensations I've ever had.
Nah, Lore's clean.
Sweet.
Please.
Please?
Oink.
Police shuffles on up. The hand again reaches out against Blease. You see Blease sort of go rigid for a second, and then Bran say, "Oh yeah, they put something in him."
Gonna have to take his
That's
blood
it.
out.
It's not in his blood.
see them
No,
do
it's
anything.
somewhere in near his stomach.
Oh, I can take care of that. That's fine. Is it an explosive? Is it anything explosive?
Is it magical in nature?
It's not magical per se. It's I wouldn't really call it magical. It looks like it's bound to his spine, so you might want to be a little careful when you decide to do it.
The tracker.
I see.
Sake. Well, you know what? It's better than taking out all his blood, I guess.
I will say, unless you feel extremely confident in doing so, Jasmine, I got people here who could do it. It's gonna hurt a lot, but we can do it.
And it won't
Blease has
cripple him?
died like 1.5 times now. I think he can handle it.
I think that this is a decision Blease should make on his own.
Yeah.
Did
Own choice.
did James say he was home, or that he just wasn't doing it?
No, we're removing that tracker. That's they have to.
No choice what happens.
Because like
to
I
his
could go
character's
upstairs
body.
and be like, James, wake the fuck up. I need you to make a
Absolutely
decision.
not.
I would leave him alone. We can deal with
Sometimes
it.
it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
Captain, we are not taking away Bleasnoik's bodily autonomy. I think that might be where I draw the line, sir.
No, we're protecting his bodily autonomy.
While we're brainstorming-
Currently, he's being creeped on by your dad and everybody at the academy. We need to
But
fix it.
only his spine.
But
But oh, it's just his spine. Drizzle, you don't have a spine.
Yeah, I don't. I'm thinking he's making the little suit, right? His little overalls made out of metal. Couldn't we just fuse him to always be in the suit, like some kind of Alphonse Elric situation?
My people can
don't
do
know
it
if
for
that's gonna
you.
work.
You know, if anyone could, it's Blease. You're absolutely right about that, Driz.
Bran says that his people can take it out and not fuck it up.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot. I mean, my people are specialized in a very specific form of medical practice.
But it won't
Get your son
leave
out of
him
the
crippled,
car.
right?
Probably not.
Probably.
It might emotionally scar him forever. You
Oh.
know, I don't know.
That kind of.
However strong-willed he is, I guess.
Oh,
I mean, Brand, the man's been
that's
goo.
the catch.
The man's been pretty much goo before. I think a spinal surgery is probably not the worst thing he's been through.
Well, you are speaking a lot about Bleasnoik's strength here. I'm happy to do it. I will just, because it's a common courtesy and I want to build trust between you, you might also consider taking him if you don't feel confident, Jasmine, in doing this, or if you don't want my people to do it, I would recommend taking him to an Elysian hospital. The Solars there are quite good at doing these sorts of things and very kindly. Or lastly, you might want to, while you're visiting the elemental plane of water, take him to one of the hospitals there. they're quite good at transfusion and sort of supporting people through any sort of medical practice.
Can you do open surgery in open water?
They're really good at it.
Wouldn't it just start floating away?
Yeah, you ask the questions that are important to ask, and I've asked those too, but my people have said it felt amazing. It was kind of like almost a sauna.
But
Or like a hot tub.
If we need it done now by his people, I can make a simple anesthesia potion for him to feel a little bit more numbed.
We don't need it done now. I mean, the Academy already knows that we're here, right? My worry is
Once he gets off the ship, though, wherever we're going.
What's the point in spy-proofing the ship if they're just going to know exactly where we are as soon as he steps off, right?
It gives us a head start.
So
but
we
that's
should get
about
it done now while they already know where we are.
You're probably right.
That'd be the safest option.
I'm going to invite you to think about it. And we can talk about any other things you need to for a moment. And then come back to me, let me know, or let Jeremy know. I have other clients that I do need to speak to today, so I do not want to kind of necessarily debate too much here.
Of course.
We'll let you know before we leave.
Come on.
Are we taking the deal? I had messaged Captain. Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. I think we got about everything that we can out of it. And we get to keep the map.
Yeah. You negotiated very well.
Sorry. What other upgrades were we getting? We're getting the scry-proof ship.
Is there something
engines, cannons, what?
Yeah, is there something specific you need?
Ship be invisible? Is that a thing you can do?
Do we have a catalog list to look at?
One thing I know we want is to be faster than the other ships.
I could increase, so I can give you the scry proof. If you want, I could allow your ship, I could have my engineers allow your ship to turn invisible for a short period of time.
Cool.
I could increase your engine capacity so you can go a little bit faster. Or, as Drizzle had said earlier, I could give you a powerful weapon.
What about that teleporter? What about the teleporter?
I don't. You can see that he is like, oh, you. How do you know the teleporter? I see you know a lot.
I have my sources. I'll message Drizzle, convince him to give us this.
Give it to us, please.
Persuasion.
I mean, I'm figuring whatever it is we're doing on these missions, right? The whole point is to get in and out with the Academy, not following us there and taking the stuff, because that's presumably what's got the Admiral's panties all stuffed up in that little butt of his. So the quicker that we can move in and out and get into these various dimensions is better, right? So if you've got a teleport, if you've got a thing that does the teleporting like the gift do it, then I think it makes sense to at least let us use it. If not, just install it right in the ship.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
DC 20.
You've got luck.
Got luck?
You do. You don't have an extra one, but you had one from earlier.
I'm not proficient in persuasion. If
What?
there's a way that I could lie about this, that would be ideal.
What?
I thought you were the second most charismatic person on the ship.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I'm
I
very
think
charismatic. I am
Not
deceptive.
proficient.
Did not.
if you want, Drizzle, you can try to deceive. You would just explain a little bit of how you would shift this to be a lie, and know that if you get caught, he'll know you're lying to him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't mind assisting you.
Okay. The only other option I can think of is definitely an intimidation check, and I want to leave that for later in case we need it.
Okay.
No, I'm just trying to be all cards on the table with him right now, I think, because we're building those bonds of trust, right?
Right.
You trust us?
I'll take
I
the,
don't like that. I don't like that.
I'll take the assistance and most likely the luck. Okay, I'm gonna use the luck. That's a 2 and a 5 so far.
My God. Laura's gonna lean in and be like,
Natural 20!
There it is.
It was
And-
Lore.
How do you save me?
yeah, Laura's gonna lean in and be like, I mean, she's right. I know we're asking for a lot here, but keeping the Academy off our back means we get to the artifacts that they want, that you also want, faster than they do. So it really is mutually beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, really we're working for you. It's like you're outfitting your own equipment on your own ship to do your own work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can feel the bonds growing stronger between us.
Yeah, sure. That's what we all call it, anyway. Okay. I'll give you 2 things. What do you want? You want the anti-scrying and you want the gift teleporter?
Yeah,
Jasmine
we can take
enthusiastically nods.
Get the gift teleporter. Well, hang on. The anti-scrying was to keep the Academy off.
We're getting so much out of this deal already.
I know.
Those are the 2 best upgrades we could ask for.
Leon, do you want to push? This is, you see an opportunity here. You're seeing a moment.
Well, I'm
here.
just going. Well, listen.
Jasmine stares
I'm just
at
going
you.
based off of what we were told before, right? We asked for 3 things. We asked for you to keep the Academy off of us. We asked for ship upgrades, and we asked for a year's stipend. We got the year's stipend, right? And we got the
stipend. We got the
stipend.
protection with the scrying. And
Got
then we
the
have
protection with
one
scrying.
upgrade.
one upgrade,
Yeah, you said upgrades.
plural. The teleporter and the invisibility would go a long way.
Yeah.
I'll message the captain and be like,
Leon,
that 1 upgrade is worth like 3 upgrades.
Let's
just
shake
so
on
you
it.
know.
Leon, you see. Make an insight check, Leon.
All right.
Laura's gonna be like, and Brand, that slight annoyance you're feeling, that's what bonded us together as a crew, so I think you'll grow to like us soon
That's
enough.
you have a- I
critical.
think you have a luck, Leon.
have
No,
another
but you
luck?
don't have a luck anymore. You used it.
Crap. Can someone assist me? Nah, probably not an insight check. Yeah, that was a critical fumble. That's
Please,
So I-
Mike, assist you in insight by just putting his little goblin head on your shoulder and looking real hard.
You have a critical fumble on that. You're right, and a natural 1.
yes.
Okay, cool. Leon, you see as Brand looks at you, and the rest of you all are watching the scene, but you're noticing kind of just a moment as Leon is sort of calling Brand on maybe a technicality Brand tried to get away with. You can see Leon's logic behind it. You can see how Leon lays it out. And you all spot this moment. And everyone else but Leon spots Brand look at Leon, and something in their relationship just shifted.
Okay.
You're not certain, good or bad, as Brand stares Leon in the eyes. Leon, you nailed it.
Mutual respect. That's
Yeah,
what that is.
You watch him stare you in the eyes and reach out a hand. We'll give you the invisibility, the gift teleporter, and the scrying.
And I can promise you a very successful mission to bring back whatever artifact it is you need. And we shake.
All right. You watch as an arcane rune wraps around you and Brand's hand for a second before fizzling out. You all recognize this, though Jasmine, you and your knowledges tell you that this is a binding contract, that Leon and Brand are sealed. And as all of you for a moment look down, you can see that a rune is circling around your hands as well, as the binding contract of the crew is sealed.
Oh,
I'm gonna send a quick message back to the ship.
to Franklin. Don't worry about it. We'll explain it in a minute.
Mom, there's a thing going around my leg. Mom, there's a thing. What's going
Oh, good. Everything's going really well.
Okay, Mom, I trust you. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Is there one around the Earl Grey and Jim Bean?
There's
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's everything that is considered kind of like living or actionable crew upon the ship.
Dope.
Okay. My question now is, what do we do about Bleasnoid?
I say we take him.
Let's
I'm kind of asking out of game too. I mean, Jake, if you feel like this is something that Jave should weigh in on, we could totally wait. I don't want to overstep.
I think.
Yeah, I think we should wait and let James make this decision. This is something that I think can help him define however he wants, because, yeah, he needs to figure out if he's willing to go to a 9 Hells doctor who is gonna help get this out of him.
Does
Fair.
he want to go to heaven, hell, or Atlantis for his medical care?
Right? Yeah, you know.
Heaven, hell, or Atlantis.
So we can come back to that, but yeah, let's let James make that decision.
Okay.
Personally, I think it should be heaven or hell because they shouldn't know where we're going, because they'll know if we go to Atlantis, and they'll come there. So we should go heaven or hell.
we'll add that. We'll add that 2 cents. Laura will extend her hand towards Brand and be like, "It's a pleasure doing business with you." Does not do that. That was CJ. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Brand. I respect a man who can respect a deal.
Me too. Pleasure doing business with you. Quick heads up. If you do wind up deciding to go to the elemental plane of water for your medical practices, currently, there's a war going on there. Internal war. And so you might want to be a little careful if you wind up going there for your medical practices. And I'm also telling you, all cards on the table, that if you go there as you look for the artifact, that this war might serve as a useful way for you to get in.
Which ones are the good guys?
Oh, there are no good. Well, I guess there is a good group. Currently, apparently, the god of the sea, the one who ruled the elemental plane of water, is missing. Okay. So, push come to shove, all the Marids are all fighting each other for control. Marids being water genies. Just for our audience as well. And so, the good people of this whole exchange is a foundation called VB Foundation, and they're actually a nonprofit trying to help refugees get out.
The VB?
VB, yeah.
VB. Cool.
Where are the refugees going?
Other planes.
All of them? All of the other planes?
Yeah. Wherever you can go. Wherever there's space.
Just not there.
Correct.
Must be a real tense war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of rough currents.
When was the last time the king was seen?
The god of the sea?
Yeah.
A couple years ago, maybe. I don't
Years
know.
ago. This
I
wasn't
only
going
recently
on for
heard
that
about
long.
it. Yeah. The gods are pretty aloof in general. They're kind of dealing with their own stuff.
Dying all of
Wars
it.
don't usually break out when they leave, though, do they?
No.
So this is somebody trying to like usurp him or take over?
Potentially.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fight.
But if you go in
Usually-
there, just know that the good people are the VB Foundation, and don't get killed.
Noted.
That's
VB
really on
Foundation.
the list of things to do, so.
So, Brand, I have a personal ask. Since
Yeah.
we have a good amount of money for supplies now, it's a large ask. Do you have any really strong undead corpses I could have? Strange request, I know, but I need it for a particular spell.
What are you willing to give me for it?
Said enough money to last us for a year, right?
Yeah.
How much?
You
want
want to
to
give me all the money back?
Not all of it, no.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. What are you willing to give me for it?
Oh, that's how much you're saying that would cost.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't
Wait,
know there was such a
I think
demand
he's
for
saying-
corpses
he's
like
saying
that.
Name your price, isn't he? Is that what you're
There's gonna
asking?
be so many corpses in the elemental plane of water. They're in a civil. Maybe we'll find.
I would need
like,
an
Triton's
undead.
body. Oh.
You can just make some undead. We got a long trip ahead of us.
It's not the ask.
All right, maybe I pushed it too hard. I can get you an undead corpse. In exchange, how about? Man, I don't even know what would be a reasonable price for that.
It's a strange ask, like I mentioned.
Very strange ask.
I don't know how to communicate that it needs to be CR 9 or 10, but that's what I want to ask him for.
Yeah, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I missed a chance for your soul earlier. Again, I'm so sorry for the way the things went down. What about if you agree to give me something extremely personal to you?
Personal to me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You somehow stopped my roulette from going, and I want to know how. You trade with me that knowledge, and I'll get you your corpse.
And I don't lose that knowledge if I give it to you, right? Just tell you the secret.
Yeah, you would just tell me the secret.
I suppose that sounds like a pretty fair deal.
All right. Put your hand out.
Deals with devils, right?
Brand lays his hand upon yours, and you feel the knowledge in your head. The moment when you pulled at the weave, the recognition that if you had pulled too tightly or too recklessly, that you could have caused an apocalypse, that you could have caused an unraveling. And the fact that you twisted fate in that moment, you feel as Brand learns that capacity, that knowledge of how that is done. All right, I'll send you the body. I'll put it in your ship.
That was worth it.
No reaction?
Make an insight check.
Shit. I wish I was so much better at these. Insight. It didn't pull it up on Tailspire. Do it. Be cinematic. There we go. Yeah, that's a 4.
Brand rolled a natural 1 on this. As you all watch Brand and Jasmine's hands touch for a second, and Brand's eyes go wide. He sits back and goes, "Oh, hell yeah! I'll make sure the body shows up." And you can all see for a moment the excitement of that knowledge, that the sense of, you get this read from him for a moment that he's like, "Oh my god, a gold mine! I just found something insane."
How to manipulate the fucking weave. You should have asked for 5 corpses.
All right, Jasmine, I can't believe you're brilliant. All of you are. What can I say? Again, free drinks on the house while you stay here at the casino. Feel free to relax, rest, bet, whatever you need to do. Are there any other questions you have for me? Otherwise, I have other people to talk to.
Of course.
I'm just gonna take, I don't know, half of this month's money and go potion shopping.
Okay. Well, I don't have any specific questions for you, but Drizzle's gonna reach out her hand for a handshake. I don't trust you, but I am sorry about your son. Bye. And she's gonna head out with everybody.
Awesome. As you reach out, you say these words, and as everyone else is sort of walking, getting toward the platform and stuff, Bran grabs your hand and spins you around for a second. As you get twisted around, you see as Bran's massive face has leaned in really close to yours, eyes locked to yours, and for a second you see that the glamour of his eyes, that his eyes are not like a normal, just like fleshy eye. You can see the burning fire of the Balor behind it as they lock eyes with you, and he says, "Thank you so much for getting me back my card. You don't realize just how important that was to me. And I'm going to give you something for free in exchange. If you want to get the seasons of Hodge and Kodge back up and running, one of the actors, the lead actor, Hodge himself, was summoned by Princess Zebulon for a private showing a couple months ago while they were on sabbatical and away. And rumor has it they haven't been able to leave yet.
Her eyes go wide, and then they narrow again. She says, "Thank you. But I want you to know, I do know how important it is to you. I know exactly what that card is."
Can I roll a deception check on that?
That was the threat. I see now. Okay.
Oh no, the threat was a bad idea, so I'm glad we didn't have to do it.
Oh, good.
We'll save the threat for later. Okay, a 26.
Yeah, I'm going to roll against that 26. Bran has a +7 to his insight checks.
Okay.
Bran looks at you. "No, you don't." And he shoves you out the door.
He got a really good roll.
Awesome. You leave with Bran from Bran's tower. The platform takes you all four down. Successful in your wheelings and dealings with the Balor himself, and you arrive back down where you can see Jeremy standing in a pool of sweat, holding his clipboard, going, "Okay, so rooms were also made for you up here at the casino. You are welcome to stay here while I've already been informed that your ship is getting some repairs and some adjustments done to it. It's going to take a couple of days, so you can kind of rest and relax, and we'll have your rooms for you here. If you need anything, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks all for coming, I guess, and enjoy yourselves at the casino."
Are you who I get the money from?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. And he starts to kind of basically dole out vouchers to you that stand for the money here in Dis.
Cool.
Captain.
Yo, what's up?
I think you're gonna be in a card next, because he loves you. Just to look forward to in the future.
In a card?
Yeah. I think that's what's happening here.
He did have a strange look in his eye when you called him out on the upgrades.
I think he's whoa. I think he adopted him in that moment.
Listen, nah, that's okay. You know,
Just so you know,
I'm sure this
on the table.
Oh, to be loved
Awesome.
by a Balor.
Well,
Did Jeremy
Jeremy?
decide?
good to see you again. I'm gonna go get trashed. And Laura's gonna turn around and just start walking toward the bar.
Yeah, enjoy. Please rest, relax. If you need any guidance or me to hail something for you to travel around the city of Dis, feel free to do so. Otherwise, be safe, be careful, and again, enjoy the casino. Your rooms, they're private. You can go and access them at any wall of the casino. If you just press your hand against it, the door will open for you.
You're awesome, Jeremy. If you
Jeremy-
want to curse, let us know.
Jeremy shuffles off, and you all have a moment to catch your breath as you are now free. You have a couple days to kill.
I think Jeremy's still deciding about the curse. Jasmine will request a ride and look between Drizzle and Leon and then grab Drizzle's wrist and take her with her.
Ooh, where are we going? What is happening?
Yeah, what are we getting up to? Like, what's a couple of the things that you plan to do in this first day amid the plain?
Jasmine is taking Drizzle on potion supply shopping.
Red. Awesome.
And she's also going to be working on her new spell, which she doesn't have inspiration for yet.
Lore and Leon, anything you are getting up to?
Yeah, I might join Lore. We might go get trashed. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right. You all start to set off this moment of freedom, of no task being set upon you, and you start traveling your way around Dis or go to the bar and get trashed. And that's where we're going to take our break as we come into a couple of days of rest.
Awesome.
All right, we'll see you back
All right.
here right after the break.
See you soon.
Happy New Year! Hello!
Yeah.
Welcome back from break. Hey, everybody, it's good to see you all again. We find ourselves as we come back from break with our party having a couple of days of freedom to travel about Dis, hang out in All Souls Welcome Casino, and check in with each other, check in with themselves, and eventually, probably next session, determine the fate of Bleasnoik and what doctors is he going to visit. But we find our parties now separating. We first find Jasmine and Drizzle hailing a flying harpy carrying a rickshaw, flies over to the casino, picks you up, and takes you to wherever you would like to go. Where can I take you?
The best potion shop, supply shop that you know of.
Wholesale or something else?
As long as I have everything.
Roger that.
Bulk are we doing here?
What?
Are we doing like bulk, or is this like a special potion? What are we even doing? What are
Oh,
we
it's
doing?
bulk shopping.
Okay. Take
I need
us
to be
the
able to
house.
actually make us some potions, because everybody keeps almost dying.
Awesome.
Notice that.
The harpy says, "Hold on," and the rickshaw takes off and starts to wave in the air as the harpy, flapping up and down, is carrying it in her feet. You see how big Dis is. This plane is this city. You can see in the distance the tower, this iron onyx-colored tower that you can see looks to be home to whoever rules and runs this. Both of you, having kind of gotten a little bit of a planar knowledge, being spelljammers, know that this city is ruled by the archdevil or demon Despater. And you know that he's serves as Modius, one of the demon princes. You can see also that there's a bunch of different like major buildings, bazaars, all sorts of things that you can travel around and visit here. And you're being taken by this harpy to one of the wholesale potion making shops. There's plenty of these. This place is basically every shop you would imaginably need to find. The prices might be a little higher, or you might go to seedier places if you needed to. But we find your characters traveling into the city of Dis to go find these resources. As you two are traveling, I want to cut briefly just to set for us Lore and Leon. You two are leaving the casino or staying in the casino?
Lore was planning to stay, unless, I mean, if there's some good hole-in-the-wall bar, but, like, dude, the drinks here are free. We were just told that. So...
Exactly. We chilling.
See, I would be lore, but in character, I'm not lore, unfortunately.
You two sidle up to one of the bars. You can see that other staff of the casino continue to clean. You have a moment here where you two are recognizing that you're actually maybe one or two other patrons are still here, but that you are very much alone in the casino at this moment. And as you sidle up, you see this really like toned, muscular looking Cambion standing behind the bar, little bow tie around his neck. Leon, you recognize this is this Cambion who was trying to help Drizzle earlier in the fight, and who Drizzle blasted back. You also notice that Cambion must have been walking around with Drizzle, though you have yet to actually meet this individual. As they say, all right, yeah, let me grab you some drinks. I hear that they're on the house, so anything you would like, I'll grab it for you. Yeah, what can I get you?
Normally, I'd say your strongest shit, but maybe something medium weight, since I'm intending to drink for a while.
Sounds good. Something.
What about you, Captain?
I'll have what she's having.
Roger that. All right. And you watch as the Cambion sets out the drinks, and then sits back, sort of just letting you two have your moment here. I'm going to roll a die here to see which one of these two scenes I'm going to go with first. So evens is going to be Jasmine and Drizzle. Odds is going to be Lore and Leon. All right. Lore and Leon, as you are sitting at the bar, you have your drinks. The Cambion has stepped back and is sort of just waiting in the wings, very much attentive and ready if you need a call for anything, but otherwise it's just letting you two have your moment. What do you do?
A toast
Toast.
to wheeling and dealing in hell.
A good deal.
Yes.
Really, frick, that went about as well as could be expected,
Yeah.
which kind of knocks a little bit of it back. What
So-
did you do when you and Jazz went to the tables?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you guys.
Didn't have time. I mean, normally I'm your wingman when gambling's involved, but
Yeah.
now you're gonna have to tell me secondhand.
Okay, so check this out. A demon wasn't the only one I got to make a deal with today. Turns out I managed to outgamble a god or an angel, right?
Like a
You managed to outgamble a Solar.
A solar.
a solar.
Yeah.
How did you hustle a solar, Leon?
So I recount the story. Well, I saw what I had. I had one of the best hands of the game. A natural 20, if you will. And
A perfect setup, one
Yeah.
might say.
And so I did kind of sort of put up everything, like all of our possessions.
All of our possessions, like
Yeah.
including the ship, Leon.
Oh yeah, of course.
You are so lucky that went the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, and
we collectively are lucky that went the way you wanted it to. I mean,
Listen,
I haven't
it's
really
not
known you to
lucky.
lose, but shit.
I have another set of drinks for you. Here you both go. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, totally calculated. I knew what I was doing. So, but in return, now we have a favor. He owes me a favor, and I can call on him at any time that I want. So I just got that chilling in my back pocket.
I mean, good to have in the it's an ace up your sleeve. Is that off tone for what's happened so far today? Say something's an ace up your sleeve?
Well, listen, I'm very aware that. Listen, I can't smite people at will. You know, I'm not an air elementalist. I'm not super techie like Bleeds, and I can't raise the dead like Jasmine. So I have to use my own tricks.
I mean, honestly, that fight, I can't remember the last time I tried to use smite. Before then, it's
Really?
yeah, kind of weird. But it worked. It worked. So
Why don't
great.
you? It's super powerful.
yeah, I mean, but what if I try and like God doesn't respond?
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, the fighty thing, you know, that's not really standard paladin fare. The fighty thing I've been doing for a few years.
Do you still feel? Wait. Are you religious?
Here's your drinks again. Thank you so much.
Laura's like, and just knocks the whole thing back and just sets it down.
I mean, I know you've got a bunch of issues with your dad and stuff, but we never really talk about like the other stuff.
My mom was religious. So, I grew up in that setting. And I don't know, I thought I was. but I found out in school that life had different plans. But no, I didn't really say anything about it back then.
So it's just been something you've kind of stopped practicing?
Most of the time. When we went on that really creepy ship a while back, I definitely wore my stuff, but that's not normal. I was just thinking, hey, if things are kind of creepy or evil over there, and I've got a chance of using some sort of insight, it's not like I don't believe. I mean, there's unequivocal proof. We fly past dead gods all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know if
you worship them.
I don't know if shit. Hold on a minute. Can I get another drink?
Yeah, I'm actually, here you go. I made a little bit of, not too much stronger. Don't mind me, there's not a lot of other people here. I overheard a little bit, so I just want to make this a little bit stronger. It sounds like a little bit of a heavier conversation, so there you go. Thank you.
Good bartending. Thank you. Just kind of like looks at the guy, and then kind of looks at him again, and then is like, no, not right now. And turns back to Leon and is like, not a question of if I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's because my God believe in me.
And why wouldn't he?
Leon, I went to swear an oath.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told no. That's why I stopped.
Huh. So you were about to go all in then, huh? You're about to just commit your life?
Well, there's a lot of different ways to be a paladin. It's not like I was gonna go back to some podunk place and stand guard in front of a temple for the rest of my life. But
now, that doesn't sound very much like you.
No, it's not. And I don't know. Look, it's kind of weird because sometimes I think maybe he was right. And then sometimes I think he's just an asshole that abandoned me like everybody else. So,
hey, not everybody else.
Yeah, not you guys. That's why I'm here. I mean, I'm a pain in the ass. I'm not worshiping anyone on this crew. There's no false idol situation happening here. But you guys are my priority. I said something similar to Drizzle a couple of days ago, weeks? I don't even know anymore. But it's not like I don't know. He's the god of new beginnings and fresh starts, and maybe he saw something that I couldn't even begin to understand. But I was pissed. I was really angry.
Well, the god of new beginnings, huh?
I mean, that's one of many names, right? But yeah.
Well, it looks to me like maybe you've still got some unfinished business.
You mean with Lathander? my god, or
I mean, you carry a lot of stuff with you, or
Leon's like, yeah, girl, you want to fight God? We got you.
Laura looks
Next
at it
on the list.
and like looks down at like it's like yeah, like I mean most people carry a lot of sorry, you mean like emotionally?
Yeah,
We're talking about emotions now. Great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Listen. We all have it's the Drake talking, right? We all have baggage, you know, but
No shit.
I don't think you should let it weigh you down so much, though. You know.
I mean, is it though? I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm just I mean, I am, but not like in an aggressive way. I mean, I'm flying around on a stolen spaceship, fighting shit. That's pretty much the MO for
I guess what I'm saying is you're the toughest chick I know, and whether your God believes in you or not, don't let that keep you from believing in yourself.
Shit, thanks. Yeah. I mean, and who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe I just keep this whole fighting thing going, or maybe I find a different path. But I don't know. It's probably not a forever thing. It's just it's working out so far.
I do have a question for you, though.
Yeah, shoot, as well.
When all of this is over, what do you... I mean, we haven't really talked about this before, but what are you gonna do with your dad?
Here's another drink.
The bartender's like, Jesus.
Yeah. They're just like, yup, all right. It's one of those nights.
Hey, no, don't mind me. I'm just over here. I'm just polishing glasses. But, you know, often when I'm just standing at the bar and I hear Dad, especially with just two individuals like this talking, it usually calls for just another drink. So I'm just going to put one down here. And I'm also going to just put a shot down in case you need
He's
one of those.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Little information for you because I know. My dad? Yeah. The Admiral of
Oh, this
Spelljammer.
guy.
Yeah, that asshole.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna just take that shot, actually. Or just, thank you. You're good.
Hey, no. You know what? I'm just here doing my job. Really, what I'm noticing is your friend here, you know, just lending a shoulder. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna just go back and polish my glasses.
I'm gonna slide him like 5 gold.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. And you watch as he shuffles back and is continuing to just polish glasses and hang out.
He nestles them between his rippling pectorals.
Right. This guy's a solid.
The best bartenders are all in hell.
Yeah. Lord's like, I mean, maybe nothing, right?
Well, Jasmine asked me if I, you know.
Yeah. She seems pretty set on murdering the shit out of my dad, actually.
I think if Jasmine could have her way, she'd murder the shit out of everyone and just have an army of corpses at her beck and call.
Yeah. You know what? That's probably not too far from the truth. Actually, she's gotten more and more that way. She's always been like that. She's gotten more that. I'm getting off topic. You know, in a perfect world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just spitballing. We know he set us up. I think, and I'm a pretty chaotic person. I'm not like the law is the I'm more about my own morality, right? But like maybe him having to answer to that, not in some vigilante justice way where we just slit his throat in a back alley, but in a public way where everyone knows what the hell he did.
Leon will pick up his drink and I'll drink to that.
Besides, I know some good people whose names have been dragged through the mud because of whatever the hell he's trying to do.
I'm glad we're on the same page with that, because I think that's what I want too. Death will be too easy for him. I want people to know about his lies and the type of person that he is.
I agree.
And subsequently, to clear our own names and the names of everyone.
And I would love to know why he did the things he did, but it's not going to justify it. Might explain it a little. It's not going to change anything. That's a secondary thing. If I never get that answer, that's not going to be the first time I never got an answer from my father.
Hey, just checking back in. I now heard father. That's usually an upgrade from dad a little bit in terms of the terminology. And so I actually had a table get pulled out for a little bit of just beer pong and other drinking pong that you would like to do. A couple of the other patrons who are now starting to come into the casino would love to play with you. They've invited you over to play against them. No big deal if you just want to stay here. I just usually, when I hear the terminology upgrade to father, usually that means that maybe we might want to just kind of like break for a second.
You. Lori's also gonna pull out 5 gold and just be like,
I want to be in a bar with this man.
With us.
See, the thing is, he's successfully. I think Laura's actually going to approve of my next day marriage to Kobo, the bartender.
yeah.
God, he can be a part of the fucking crew at this point. I want to be in the bar with this person.
You two turn for a moment as the Cambion points over, and you see that a table has been shifted and is put out in kind of the empty space where some of the rubble has been pushed away and shoved aside. And you can see Marius, one of the fire giants, and this hag are standing on one side of the table.
Oh, yes!
The hag turn and look over and go like, "Oh, we've had years of practice ahead of you. You're going down."
Unbelievable. Laura's gonna turn to Leon and be like, before we go, we talked a lot about me. I mean, I know I corner you a lot more, so I'll give you a break this time. But I know we all carry shit. I'm just glad we have each other.
Me too. Y'all are all I've got. So.
Same. Let's go play some beer pong.
Yeah. All right, Granny, let's see what you got.
You're going down, Leon.
Good luck.
All right.
We are gonna own you.
You all start to play as we transition off, and we see Jasmine and Drizzle flying through Dis. You arrive at a wholesale apothecary wares and potion supply shop. And you see as the harpy drops you off that you are welcomed inside. You see
Thanks, Francis.
Oh, no problem. See ya. And you see standing outside of the shop, you see like this wraith. You looked at this wraith, seems to have been like killed a long time ago, but is now dressed up, like almost draped onto them. Looks to be like a nice, like just like vest that is sort of shiny so that you can see it in the dark if lights were shined on it. And as you walk in, they go, welcome in, and just look around our wares, and you're shop to your heart's delight. If you have any questions, let me know.
Can we steal here?
Nope.
Okay.
Jasmine sees that it's an undead manning the counter and like gives it a good look to see how powerful it might be first, and then we'll proceed with the potion shopping.
Cool. Just a heads up, if you want to stare, that's a little uncomfortable for me, but otherwise you do you. So I would ask that you not stare too long. This may be your first time seeing
she already looks disinterested.
Oh, okay.
She's never seen an undead before.
Okay.
Everyone in hell is so pleasant. It's really nice.
They got their badness out in the living realm.
So, Jazzy, what are we doing? What are we shopping for? What are we building? Does this melt flesh? Does it zap bones? Does it, I don't know, resurrect smaller insects and mosquitoes and the like? What are we doing?
She unclasps her mask and takes it off. Actually, no, we're just getting basic supplies for mostly healing potions, probably a few poisons for the more martial among us, and just general supplies in case I need to make something very specific like anesthesia.
Oh, just in case Bleeze is like, only Jasmine can touch my body.
I would give it whether he wanted me to operate or Hell to operate on him.
Okay. Do you think they use anesthesia in
No.
Hell? I had heard like Hell was like super hardcore, but everyone here has like a little bow tie on and stuff.
I think they definitely don't use anesthesia here, which is why I was going to give it to him beforehand, so he could not maybe suffer so much.
Well, that's nice. I think that's lovely. That's very nice. I have noticed, just in general, we have a lot of stuff that's in the way of like, well, now we have a gun and a stick, I guess. Leon got a stick. And then, like, I can blast people and we can punch good and all that kind of stuff. We're not so good on the, like, we can heal a little bit, but I think moving in that direction is pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of good adventuring party doesn't have health potions with them?
Would you consider?
At this point, I'm just going along the shelves, like touching everything as we're talking.
Jasmine is looking for very specific things and taking either a lot of certain things or a little bit of some things. Her basket is getting very full very fast.
I have 2 questions. You ready?
I didn't know you were capable of thinking of 2 questions at once. Go ahead.
I am. I contain multitudes. The first question is, do you consider raising a zombie kind of like healing?
I think that it is certainly a form of healing. Raising the dead in some capacity is mostly using their corpse for your benefit, as I've discovered through years of the Academy telling me that. And on the other hand, it does restore them to a modern... I can't think of the word, just a vestige of life, but it's not really what they were. And that's what most people think of when they think of healing. Restoring things to what they were. Necromancy is more of using something that was there to create something more powerful sometimes.
Okay. My second question is if any of us just like, bleh, keeled over, you know, the crew behind the curtain, would you bring us back as zombies?
There's a potential. Would you like me to? You would, based on my skill set, if I were to bring you back, you would retain your former knowledge and vestiges. There just might be side effects. I'm not skilled enough to make it perfect yet.
Well, what would it feel like? Would I feel like me?
Jasmine will set down her basket and come over to you and, like, check a pulse. And, like, do a basic medical examination, like, use your eyes and all that. I don't know how much you would be affected, really. You're mostly made out of cloud.
So it'd be the same.
You would be mostly unaffected, I feel like.
Would you be?
No.
Zombie.
I felt what it felt like for a living creature that's not just a collection of energy to be resurrected, yes. It's a little bit numbing how it is right now, but...
I think we're different, though.
We are different.
I don't think that you would, Earl Grey us.
Oh. No, I don't think so. Those are useful tools. I would want you a little bit more like you are right now. You're much stronger that way.
And useless.
Useless. You mean Earl Grey?
No, me. Remember, you wanted
Yeah.
to expel me from school.
I did.
But I'm different.
You're
You know
not
I am different.
useless anymore, Drizzle.
No, I think I am. I think something else has changed, Jasmine.
The fuck are you talking about?
I think you like me. Not like that. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you do.
You're implying I want to sleep with you?
Or maybe, I don't know. But I do think you like me. And I think you like Leon, and I know you want to sleep with him. And I know you like Lore, and I know you have slept with her. And I know you like Bleasnoik. And I think you like Franklin, too, even though he tried to charm you immediately.
Well, no, I think he was successful in that, yeah. But I learned some useful things off of it. I suppose I might tolerate you a little bit more now. But you're not useless anymore, Drizzle. You saved my life. Well, more than that, you saved my soul, actually. Because Brand was going to definitely rip it out of my body, even if I did win that roulette game.
Yeah. I think he loves whatever's in that card. And I think if you could, you would rip somebody's soul out to save Leon, right?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I might be tempted to do it to save you now.
That's so nice! See, that's why you're making healing potions. That's why you invited me to come with you when normally you do not like me to be with you when you do things.
Well, I was also a little bit peeved at Leon, but sure, yeah.
Why were you peeved at Leon? What'd he do?
He didn't kill our #1 enemy when he had the chance to. Who will continue to come back and haunt us.
Right.
Because he's a stubborn old man with a lot of resources.
I mean, that's true. There's a couple things that go into that. I mean, one is the honor thing, which we've never talked about before, and I don't know if it's going to come up again. Is that something that we're doing?
I feel like that's up to a person-to-person basis.
Okay. And the other thing is just on a narrative level, I feel like if anyone kills the Admiral, it should be Lore, right?
Narratively speaking, I guess that would be fitting. But if I get the chance to take him out, I'm not going to stop. I thought I had one, but it turns out he could just teleport around, so... Next time I'll keep chewing on him.
Okay. I like that. Is that new, by the way?
A little bit, yeah. Did you like it? I made that one myself.
Yeah, do you just have a Tyrannosaurus somewhere on the ship that you, like...
No, that was
created-
me.
Okay.
Do you remember when we stopped in the elemental plane? No. I think it might have been in Shadowfell when we stopped for that Tyrannosaurus zombie. And I took it on the ship for a while and messed with it.
Yes. Did you,
I learned how to be it.
did you eat it?
No. I just opened it up and learned how it worked.
There is kind of fluttering behind Drizzle during this conversation. Sometimes her thoughts and her imagination can manifest in the little bubbles, kind of like her message spell. And there's just a beautiful little bubble that reflects just Jasmine sleeping inside the corpse of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a little bit like Star Wars, just sleeping buried inside the Dragon.
I understand.
Good. That's more or less how it works, yeah. It's just a little more studying than sleeping.
Do your healing potions work like that?
No, it's a pretty standard recipe. I just make them and distribute them. I have all the equipment, I just need supplies to do it with.
Okay.
Picks her basket back up.
What's the is there anything weird in this store, Jake?
What do you mean by weird?
Hell's General Sales Store.
Yeah, are there any like small dead creatures, fossilized remains, skeletons,
Oh
especially
yeah, all of it.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
where this is going now.
Yeah, you can go to the preserved section, and it's just things are pickled, are in jars, and you see that it's just rows and rows and rows of objects that you might be looking for.
Okay. Interesting.
What are you wanting to ask?
Oh no, I don't have any questions.
Drizzle is going to very casually just start shoving little mummies into her pocket. Instead, just sleight of handing them in there whenever the shopkeep
Cool.
happens to be busy.
Make a sleight of hand check.
They have some cool little props. I can sleight of hand. That's one of the things I'm significantly better at sleight of hand than persuasion. Cool. That's a 14. That's not the worst thing.
Awesome. Yeah. Drizzle, you are shoving stuff in your pocket. You think you're getting away with it?
Okay, that's enough.
Put in my little skort.
Okay. Well, Jasmine will go about and finish picking all the basic stuffs up, grab a few pretty lethal things like nightshade, something like that. You numbing berries, like I don't know any numbing berries, so insert one here. Stuff like that, and then she'll gesture Drizzle up to the counter with her.
All right. Hi. Did you find everything you needed?
I think we did.
Super.
Yeah.
If you would, and you, the wraith holds out their spectral hand, offering you an opportunity to pay for your goods.
I will, I guess, take the voucher that I
Yep.
was given and
Yep.
pass it over to him.
You watch as the wraith takes the voucher, swipes it through a machine. You see is it? Yep. Okay. Yep. Excellent. Thank you so much.
How much of that did it consume? It was like a month voucher, right?
Yeah. You think that you got a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I would say
Could
that
last
you've
us.
used about half of the month's voucher on
Excellent.
this. Yeah.
Maybe we can even go get a magic wand.
Ooh. Oh, I wanted to ask you. I have 2 more questions.
As we're kind of kicking our way out of the
You two are making your way out of the store. You watch as the wraith goes. Thank you so much. Stop by again anytime you would like. Welcome in.
First of all, I'm going to be spending some time in your workshop. Not so much of a question, just like a statement, because I'm going to be bringing some bugs back to life. Second of all,
You want to learn necromancy?
I really want to ziggy-zigog, and also I want to figure out if I can at least get the little buggies. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I think it's something that I haven't tried before. And I like the idea of healing people. I feel like everybody's kind of got a way to like help each other out and assist each other and things like that. And I'm not.
I can't say that I really do. I just have one spell that I kind of keep around for emergencies.
Well, that's more than I have.
Maybe I've been trying to find inspiration for my newest spell to make. 5th level. I was trying to figure out something. That might be a good idea. Maybe I'll help somebody with this next one instead of her. Or maybe I'll do both.
Because you like us so much.
Hmm.
Which leads into my second question. How
Okay.
do you know when you love someone?
How do you know?
How do you know? How did you know that you were deeply in love with Lore, and how do you know now that you're deeply in love with Leon?
Not everybody gets with people because they're deeply in love, unfortunately. But, I had a romantic attraction to Laura. I just, I told her that we needed to focus on our studies, and they said, yeah, that's okay, that's cool. And we kind of just didn't talk about it, but we still... That's all I need to say. Leon is an interesting case. Feelings are a little bit harder to define than that, I feel like. But I would do anything for him, so maybe that's what that means.
If you do anything for them.
Well, you have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I just know that I had a moment where I looked at him, I looked at his back as he was taking us out of that hell, and I knew that he was the only reason to do anything for him.
That's very romantic.
If you believe it is, you can believe that, but otherwise you're welcome to insight check what the fuck I just said.
I will insight check. She's not great at insight, and she wants to believe, but we'll see. We'll see.
Sure.
Oh, it's a 19 minus 1, so it's an 18.
He's not lying. You would do anything. But since you rolled that high, you might think that, might be with or without consent that she would do anything for him.
Yeah. No, Drizzle's not smart, but she knows her people very well. I think I'm gonna ask Koba to marry me
Who?
tomorrow. Oh, he's from the bar. I met him like 2 hours ago. How long has it been?
Yeah, you met him about now 4 hours.
4 hours ago. It's a bit of a whirlwind, but like,
How about you ask him out on a date first?
yeah, but he feels like you guys do. You know?
He would do anything for you.
Well, I would do anything for any of you guys.
You would do anything for Koba, even though you met him 4 hours ago? It takes a little bit of time, Drizzle.
Well, I'm gonna ask him to marry me, and then we'll see, you know.
How
things
about
crossed.
you ask him on a date first? Because if you jump to marriage, he might think that you're crazy.
Have you ever been on a date?
In the loosest sense of the word, maybe?
I'll ask Koba on a date if you ask Lorleon on a date. Whichever, take your pick.
Laura and I kind of agreed to dissolve that, but,
And you agreed so hard. You agreed so hard.
she's still really loud, isn't she?
Oh, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh,
I wasn't talking about that, but I mean, I'm glad the memories have stuck with you. I've had some conversations with Laura, and then I've had some conversations with you where it's like, but I'm not saying anything about anything, you know?
oh.
You just have different priorities right now, and that's fine. Just ask somebody on a date.
Forget what I just said then.
Oh, I
Please.
never will.
Oh. Unless I know modify memory.
Uh,
I'm the
Yeah.
one who's gonna get modified
in
memory.
that pause,
I have the power.
as you two are having this exchange, and in this pause, I assume you are heading back home after this
we're
venture.
gonna join up for.
Yeah, we'll get on the Harpy ferry,
Oh.
and at some
Yeah.
point during the ride, Jasmine will agree. So ask someone on a date.
Someone. It can be anybody. But if I have to go to the cinema, dinner, sit on a park bench thing, so do you.
You
Fine.
both arrive back as you agree, Jasmine, to this. You both arrive back. You find that Lore and Leon are in the middle of an epic game of beer pong. Lore and Leon, collectively, both of you roll a d20, and you're duking out against two of my players here as they roll against you. You collectively, both of you, need to beat the higher of these two rolls, which is a 19.
Can I slide a hand check it?
Yeah.
Would this maybe be with added dexterity?
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
we're
of course. Yeah.
cool. In that case, I will roll a dex check. Not how
Ooh,
you do
that's
that.
18.
Ooh, nice, almost.
18.
It's a whole 9 for me.
Oh no!
It's a
Too many drinks.
it's
but
a
was it
close
collective?
game, but it's not going.
Was it collective like our scores together or?
No, it's the higher of the two rolls.
Lord, do you have luck? Or did you
I do.
go for it?
Why the hell not? I'm re-rolling that with because why not? I was just looking to see if I had anything better that I could justify, but I don't think you can do an intimidation check on
Bite
a
the beer
pong
pong.
table.
Bite it.
Oh, you totally can.
I
Bro,
glare
cast
down
Shield
the
of Faith
pong.
on your beer pong cups.
Right? Yeah, it'll be
Give it a
fine.
+2 AC.
Leesnoik leans over and he does his classic move. He casts Sanctuary on the beer.
Right? Yeah.
You're making wisdom saves and they don't know why.
No, I can't attack this thing.
Why am I making a wisdom save?
I aim for the bartender instead.
I got a 16 on my.
Ah, so close.
It doesn't look like that luck is out of stock. I don't know if that's something that we manage, but just to give you a heads up.
Yeah, that's my fault. I can add it back, but just assume you got luck. We'll give you
All
one
right, you
for
got
free.
luck
Can I
from
fuck it up?
Flakavana.
Thank you.
What'd you get?
One more time. So is that new luck or is that my only luck? Because I haven't used the luck yet.
No, you haven't used that luck yet. You don't stack them. So let's...
Right. Okay. Cool. 16. So.
Oh,
I don't know. Do we stack them? I'm not aware.
You're allowed to have more than one at a time. And you're allowed to use more than one at a time,
Roll
usually.
like 7 lucks on the same roll and just keep going.
You can only have 3.
How dare I?
Look how much Jake hates it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
if you say so.
Yeah. What do you get?
I'm absolutely gonna piss away.
Yeah, you should be
I'm-
able to
if that's
buy
the
luck for
case,
everyone
yeah.
now.
Yeah. What'd
There's
you get,
2
Lauren?
more in stock.
I'm giving away any luck I have on trying to win beer pong.
Do I have a luck?
You used
okay,
yours.
I've got
They
a
haven't bought one yet.
dumb question. Is the B a 20 or a
Now
1?
you have
That's
luck.
a 21.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
I'm on D&D Beyond and it rolled a B and I was like, is that good?
Drizzle,
Me too.
Drizzle, and Jasmine, you return to Lore. You wind up. You take this epic shot as you and Leon have been playing now for a little while now. You are actually duking it out against the Cambion, who you've now come to learn is named Koba, and the little mushroom figure is working alongside Koba at this point. The mushroom sits on Koba's shoulder and will just go like, "Yeah," and just kind of lob it. You do bounce shots in as you do the final shot. Lore, your ping pong ball flies over, lands into the cup, and you and Leon win the game as Jasmine and Drizzle, you arrive for the
Yes!
Whoa! Yes, once I got a hang of not hitting the balls too hard, I feel like Lore knocked over several cups just yeeting
That's part of
balls
it.
at it. Like
That would
several-
count.
Not like that, but like a
Throughout the game, I'm just
No, if you knock it over, it counts actually
you
for
gotta
double.
give it a gentler touch, you know, when you toss
Yeah.
it in. It's not
once
a
I
bait.
got a hang of it,
Yeah.
now we're winning. We won. We won. We told you we'd win.
I've learned the real
Oh.
rules of beer pong once from Daniel when we went on the retreat, and that's all I know.
I love it.
Said if you knock it over, it's worth double.
Hey, can we see the troll dance, or do we need to get Danny on the channel before we can see the troll team dance from Jake?
I didn't win. So,
It's only if you win. Danny and Jake were a team, and they did a troll
right.
dance
We
together.
did.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So
I remember that.
Leon and Lore, you sink your ping pong ball. The game is over. Is Koba and the small monkey figure going? No! And the celebration is happening. And Leon, Lore, Jasmine, and Drizzle, you notice a number more patrons have arrived at the casino. Look, even if it's kind of beat up, there's always opportunities to come and play or hang out. But you notice that more beer pong tables have been set up. And as you two arrive, you could see that unbeknownst to Lore and Jasmine, or Lore and Leon, as Lore, you sink your ping pong ball, you see like an entire little crowd. Jasmine and Drizzle had been behind the two, and you see a lot of them going like, shit, and a lot of passing of paper as the new gambling game has been set up for them at that moment in time. And as you hear just like these mumblings and then people separating or going and watching other beer pong tables and other games that are going on.
Laurel give Leon a high five and maybe catch over their shoulders, see the two of them. Oh, Jazz and Drizzle are back.
Hi.
I would assume that I had dropped off my shopping basket at the ship. Because
yep.
that makes sense to me.
And I checked in on Franklin and made sure he was okay.
Yeah. I actually want to have a quick scene with Franklin. You drop this off. Franklin says, Hey, Aunt. Hey, Mom. How's it going?
Going like really, really good.
I've made decisions.
Cool.
Is there a way that I can quickly summarize for Franklin what the deal is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't want to make you sit through me, but I tell Franklin what went down, how his dad and Aunt Lore just jumped off a balcony, and it was very cool how there was a dog that we did not kill that we'll find later, who beeped every time it saw Dad's blood. So we are going to like take his spine out, but that's going to be fine. That kind of thing. Explain the whole story.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just a heads up that there's some stuff that was delivered here, and that they're going to be taking the ship over to be maintenanced. Is there anything that
Do you want to come with us?
I want to come with you. I don't want to be on this ship anymore. I'm on this ship all the time.
You are. It's okay, sweetie. You can come with us. I'll have Earl Grey and Jim Beam guard the ship. Which, by the way, I need you to. And she goes into a very detailed list of where she needs these ingredients put to these two zombies.
Get on
Turns
my back.
back, out of breath.
Get on my back.
Hey, let's go. So Franklin is going to come with and leave the ship.
So many limbs.
Absolutely. Just be careful because it is hell. Don't trust any strangers.
Sure.
Don't
Are
talk
you
to strangers in
thinking
hell.
What?
Are you drinking yet? No, right? We've decided that your brain isn't fully developed.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on Franklin.
I got a 13.
Franklin's not drinking yet.
15. He's still a baby.
Well, I don't drink yet, and I know that you're younger than me, so.
All right, let's go. Woo!
Message Drizzle.
All right, you bring Franklin
should try.
back. You all arrive at the casino. You see this scene. You all four and Franklin connect up.
Well, honestly, Jazz, I'm not sure what would happen if I drank alcohol, because I'm
That's what I
mostly-
want to find out.
Well, I'm concerned about some of the electrical things that might happen.
Start light. Get a cider.
Because, I mean, for the meaty ones, you guys, like, look at Lore.
So,
Like,
What?
electricity in the meaty ones also gets weird when your blood gets full of the alcohol. Does your electricity feel weird?
I can't feel my electricity when I'm sober. I can kind of feel my electricity when I'm drunk. No, that's just being drunk.
Okay.
I think if you ever wanted to try it, no pressure. If you ever wanted to try it, Jasmine's right. Just a little bit and see how it affects you, because you have a little bit of a different composition than like.
Jasmine takes out a pen and a notebook.
You've been here for a while, right?
I tried
Come on, try some.
Leon's very special drink. But that was like magical, so I feel like it's different.
So here's the
Probably
thing.
different.
I think if we're gonna be here for 4 days, we might as well get him drunk tonight.
Yeah.
Franklin?
Yeah.
Not Franklin, no.
No. Think
No.
about it. Think about it. Think about it.
He's
Think
a
about it. Think about it.
Kid still.
If we give him a little taste tonight, then by the time it's time for him to pilot the ship again, he'll be completely sober and everything will be fine.
Are you just trying
But
to make
he's-
Franklin the designated driver?
I thought that was already understood.
He's 6, I think.
Franklin
Believe-
is the designated driver. He's our getaway driver.
So Driz is like young and also incredibly old.
Yeah.
So she's probably like cool to have a drink and see how it osmosis is. Don't know if we want to give the preteen telepathic entity alcohol,
No.
but I'm not gonna make that call. I'm not his mom or
Franklin,
his dad.
I'm not saying we get
when
him
you medically
slaughtered.
turn of
I'm just
legal
saying we
age,
give him
I
a
will buy
shot.
you your first drink, but not tonight.
I'm not even like alcohol.
When he starts to get curious about it,
He is
Give him a
curious about
shot.
it. He lied to me. It was pretty good. I was proud of you. That was a good lie, Franklin. But I'm thinking, I am agreeing with your aunt, and we'll see what your dad says about, like, I don't want your brain electricity to get.
All right, I can wait.
but when you're a little more developed, I'm gonna give you really strong stuff. We'll see how you take that.
Yeah, no problem. I can wait.
Jasmine leans over to him. It's actually the most fun activity to watch the drunk people do drunk things.
Okay. Yeah,
As a
I
sober
can watch
person, it's pretty hilarious.
It kind of looks like
Drizzle, go get a drink. Go get a cider.
Should I drink before or after I talk to Koba?
Before you're
You
wait,
should-
Boba about.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, you should wait. Do it after.
No. Wait, what's happening?
Shh.
Drizzle? What's happening?
Do it afterwards. Okay.
Do what?
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So I go on up to the bar.
Hey, wait, no, wait.
Stern
we
look.
don't keep secrets in this crew now. Hold up.
Leon, you're saying we don't keep secrets in the crew. Drizzle's going up the bar. The rest of you are watching. And Koba is standing behind the bar and goes, hey,
Hi.
how's it going? What can I get you?
I'm supposed to do one thing after another thing, and I'm not sure which one that is. So
Cool,
I'm gonna
but what
do
do
it
you
at
want?
the same time. What is the strongest thing that you have?
It's not what I said.
Your friend Leon actually ordered it a little while ago.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I can serve you one of those.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it burns a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty good.
What do you think I would like?
Ooh. Boba leans over the bar and just sort of looks at you closely for a second. Do me a favor. Just could you tell me 3 things that are your favorite things?
Jasmine, Franklin, Lauren, Leon, and Lucy.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
That's
I think I have the perfect drink for you. Now, I just want to, and you see he's mixing a drink while he's having a conversation with you. You see his tail is wrapping around some drinks and coming and bringing them in as well. You can see that he's peeling what looks to be like a lemon as well and getting the rind all set up and ready to go. And then it says, hey, I didn't see you for a little bit earlier. I was kind of hanging out with your friends. I just wanted to follow up for a second. I know I'm about to give you a drink, but if at any point in time you want to have a conversation or you want to talk, I know you had asked me a couple of questions prior to everything that went down, and I would love to have a conversation. If you want one, of course, but just know that I'm available.
I have to do these at the same time.
Got it. Here you go. Here's the drink.
Okay. So she's just gonna put her face over the drink and begin the water cycle. And just kind of look at him in the meantime.
As you're taking in this drink, you are getting
And it's just
like,
going upwards as she's sitting.
The taste of alcohol is pretty much gone from this drink, but you can feel the fruity tones and flavors of this drink as well. You get the sense that whatever Rukoba had put into this, there's like a combining of flavors. And actually, as you drink this drink, you have a sensation. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I desperately want to fail this, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I got an 18.
Okay, cool. You're kind of keeping yourself together a bit, but the sensation you get as it washes through you is one of connectiveness, of strength, and of like thematically of like kinship as you take in this drink.
He's really good.
Her legs start kind of like, the scene in Willy Wonka, the fizzy lifting drinks. Like, she's got her head on her hands leaning on the counter, and then the back half of her body just starts going floating upwards while she's leaning on the counter.
This is really nice. Would you
She's gonna cast Shatter, not of her own volition, just on some random windows within the bar. It's her last 3rd level spell.
The three of you watching from the back see just windows explode as Drizzle is floating up slightly. Koba's leaning across the bar, just looking really closely at you as well, Drizzle.
would you like to sit on a park bench and eat food and watch a movie with me tomorrow in the evening?
Because you are available.
Yeah. I would love that. That would be really fun. I actually know a really good park bench that we could go to. And what's your favorite food?
I don't normally eat.
Okay, no problem. I'll bring something that is more like sensory and sensation based, and we can just enjoy that.
I
Holy
bet
crap.
you will. I have to leave immediately.
Okay.
She lets
Hey,
go.
what can I get you? And you see Koba kind of turns and is starting to help another patron.
Lets go the bar and just floats gently over to the rest of the party.
All right, the rest of you watch this go down.
So what was that all about?
We're gonna get married, I think.
Oh my god.
I would do anything for him, I think. I've never felt kinship like this before. My whole body feels like electromagnetic.
This is terrible. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, that's
Are you sure? Oh, well, okay, look, we'll worry about the marriage thing later. Do you want to go sit somewhere for a little bit? Do you want to go float somewhere for a little bit? Yeah. I'll just kind of grabs her, I don't know, hand. Yeah. Grabs her hand. Just like, yeah. Yeah,
I've never been worried if anyone likes me before because everyone likes me. I'm very likable. But I need him to like me so bad.
You are. Listen.
I'm so proud of you, Drizzle.
Normally things like this take longer, you know.
There's a lot of firsts happening tonight at Hilton Still. There's a lot of firsts happening tonight. It's probably pretty overwhelming. Do you, you know what? Do you guys mind? I'll just take Drizzle somewhere a little less stimulating.
No, I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, yeah. Drizzle, we're gonna go up to my room and we're just gonna relax while you feel better, okay?
Wait, no, this is important. Wait, stop. Wait,
okay.
Stop. Jazz, is there anything that you want to do before Laura leaves the room?
That wasn't Laura laughing, that's fiction.
Flushed face is quickly hidden by an involuntary darkness that gets cast. As this immediate area vanishes from everyone's sight.
Look, Laura's just gonna look around. Oh yeah, everything's darkness. Laura's gonna try to look around and see nothing and be like, when you two hang out, it's trouble. I'm just saying that right now.
Leon, You feel a pair of hands touch you,
Yeah.
and you hear a message. Drizzle made me do this, but would you want to maybe get dinner at some point during these 4 days and have an actual date? Because I know we've been seeing each other and it's been very informal, but I have to do this now.
Oh, Drizzle put you up to this?
We made a mutual agreement.
Sure.
You hear like the equivalent of like keyboard smashing in a message in your head. And then your hands are released and the darkness fades. And she's just kind of standing there like,
Okay.
Driz, you ready to go?
Yes.
And Laura's just gonna look at the two of them and just mouth like, and just kind of guide a floating Drizzle to her room. You are muted, Jake.
Jake is doing his DM.
You were laughing too hard, so you had to meet up.
I did. Actually, I was giggling a lot there. The evening comes to a close. We have more days here in this. There will be other opportunities for us to continue to have other scenes, and now we have 2 dates to go and deal with. However, I wanted to, as this evening comes to a close, as you each, in your own way, eventually in the evening, go to your rooms. They've given you each separate rooms. Are any of you choosing to room together, or would you each go to your separate rooms?
If Drizzle is cool with it, Laura will stay with Drizzle tonight because this is the first time she has osmosis alcohol.
Drizzle's room on the ship does have the bed on the ceiling, and I don't know, we have rooms here that I assume aren't the same, but she is just like pinned to the ceiling for the night. And in the morning you will be awoken by as Drizzle hits the bed. But she will fully let you sleep in the same. She loves when we share rooms. She's totally down for it.
Laura's not hovering. It's not really mother henning that night, but it is just like, okay, I'm here. If you need anything, I'm gonna use the bed since you're not using it, you know. And
Franklin is also sleeping in your guys' room. In Drizzle's room.
great. It's a sleepover.
Yeah.
That'll make 2 empty rooms then. Jasmine's gonna knock on Leon's door. It has to be let in.
Okay.
Okay. The evening passes. We come into the next day as we are in the city of Dis. We're going to do a little bit of a fast forwarding as we're covering a few things here. First off, you learn that you'll have an opportunity to more or less identify the items that you've acquired over the course of the last couple of days. And you've also learned some of the spoils that you've gathered from folks like the Solar.
Right.
Leon. Yeah.
No, I was just saying, meant to mention that, but was preoccupied. Your delivery arrived.
Leon, you, first off, I'm going to just cover a couple of things. The cane that you took from Admiral Lorfan is a cane of potions. It is a Spelljammer's Academy design weapon, and how this thing works is basically it functions as a quarterstaff. You have a +1 quarterstaff. However, when you make a successful attack, and that attack succeeds in hitting and breaking the armor class, you may use one of 3 potions that can be stored within the cane, either on yourself or on your enemy, based upon whatever the potion does. And currently, the cane has 2 remaining potions in it, a potion of flight and a potion of fire's giant strength.
Holy crap!
Oh.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Yep. So and as an action, you can restock the cane. So you can fill it with more potions, and it can hold up to 3.
Dope.
I will try and make something cool enough to go in there. Sorry, Jesus.
The weapon, the pistol that you got, the laser pistol that you got from Admiral Lorfan, looks to be very, very similar to Starboard Import, the laser pistols that you and Bliznoik have. It looks to have been followed by the same engineering process, almost exactly. And you don't fully, Bliznoik would more or less tell you this, and we can tell James about this. It looks as though Spelljammer Academy at this moment in time doesn't know how to effectively branch off of the patent and the design that Bliznoik originally gave them. They're kind of stuck in that technology for a moment.
Good.
Beyond that, you have a chance as your ship gets taken into the workshops and warehouses. You have a chance, and you can see that the items given to you from the Solar are there. During this period of time, you do learn for a moment that the Solar's name is Zachariah of Lavender Fields and Lemongrass. That's his entire name.
Cool.
But basically you're told this by the inventory sheet that was provided for you of the Solar. And you find that the Solar has left all of his worldly possessions to you, which are 3 things. The first is a ring that does the weather effect from Druidcraft. You can create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts the weather that will be at your location for the next 24 hours, and that lasts for 1 round.
Okay.
The second thing is that you find a pair of dumbbells that as you attempt, anybody who attempts to lift them, you are finding that it's really difficult, and that require a strength check from you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could identify it.
Yeah.
Get him in the direction of lore.
You're basically presenting me with Thor's hammer right now, and I am intrigued. Lore's like, you having trouble picking that up? I could just... I'm like, immediately interested.
Okay.
With your identify spell, Jasmine, if you want to choose to do that, you kind of have some time. So I'll just give you a little bit of a sense.
Yeah.
Your identify spell tells you that this will has a transmutation magic on it of some kind. That these dumbbells are also enchanted to be extremely difficult to lift, and you think that it takes a DC 25 strength check to lift them.
They're heavy.
Lastly, the last thing you have acquired from the Angel Zachariah of Lavender Fields and Lemongrass is 2 scraps of scribbled paper.
Okay.
And
Man, he really tried to scam you.
I am going to send those to you, Brandon.
Okay.
Was he wearing clothes when you met him?
Those belong to me too.
Yes, he was actually wearing clothes, and what you discover is that the clothes there, and there's like a couple other, these are kind of the 3 things of primary note, but there's like a little bit of clothing here. They're all tracksuits. They all look like they're all just gym clothes.
Why?
Because he likes to
also
work
see a bottle of like what looks to be bronzing lotion.
Uh-huh.
For a fucking Solar, okay.
I love it.
He's a gym buff. He's a bodybuilder.
I mean, this could be cute. We could all have like a little matching uniform. Does it fit? How big are Solars?
Solar, these clothes are like really big, not colossal within the size category. They're just really big clothes. Solars are just like 7 foot tall humanoids.
Listen, it's fine. I'll get him. The word's escaping me. I'll get him
Altered? Tailored?
Huh?
Tailored.
Gonna tailor the tracksuits.
Yes, I'll get them tailored so that they can fit me. They'll be my leisure suits. Be great.
Awesome. So I sent you the first of the 2 pieces of paper here. You'll see that there is a slash, like a slash, basically like to read the first one, then read the second one.
You should read it out loud.
If you want to.
Roses are golden and my eyes are beholding you.
Okay. And then the second one.
Oh, he's a poet. If I were to plummet from the heights of Celestia, I would gaze aloft for a chance to see the best of you. And though my soul drifts far away, thoughts of you and me will slay.
And that's the last piece of item that you acquired from this guy.
Was he trying to prepare to hit on somebody? But this is sounding very "Are you from Tennessee" right now.
Because you're the only 10 I see.
And I see.
Trying to
Right.
woo a potential woo someone, I guess. I don't know.
Love is apparently in the air.
Yeah.
In the casino of hell. Do you
In the
think he likes
casino of hell.
coca?
Didn't you bet all of your worldly possessions for this?
Who, me?
Yeah, for these
Yeah.
items.
Well, among other things, yes.
There's that favor. That's pretty good.
That wasn't included. He had to add something to the pot for that. I don't know if he told you.
Did I?
I only got the general run over of the fact that he tried to gamble away all of our worldly possessions.
Listen, the important part is I won, okay? That's what's important here.
Because nothing can be done in hindsight, yes, that is the important part.
Thank you.
Awesome. So you assess these things, these items from the Solar Zechariah of lemongrass and lavender. Yeah.
Have the little weather ring? Are you passing things out? Could I have the ring? I think
Oh,
it's-
sure, if you want it, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll try to figure out the dumbbells, I guess.
Yeah, you could have the dumbbell of hellish strength.
Cool.
Hell strength.
Cool.
I will.
Again, it requires a DC 25 check to attempt to lift. You may, CJ, basically attempt to lift it once per session.
Perfect.
Holy crap.
Should I try the first time now?
Yes.
Sure.
Why
Here
not?
comes the mighty Lord.
Just strength check, right?
Yep, just straight strength.
Well, 23.
23.
Can I give her advantage?
No, this is just only our viewers can give luck in this situation. You, as other party members, cannot assist in this process.
I can't just be like really. I'll be like a coach. I'll be like, Lord, you can do it.
Inspiration.
No.
Close.
As you all kind of sort your things out for the day, we're going to cover just two more things for a second, which is Leon. As the day progresses, at some point in time, you find yourself back in your room, and you see that there is like a specter standing in the room with you for a moment.
I shoot it.
You shoot, and the specter fizzles away, and then comes back and says, "Letter for you."
Oh right, we're in hell. Hang on, my bad, dude.
Hey, no big deal. Yeah, some people who are not used to this, don't worry about it. They do it all the time.
Yeah. Totally my fault. I apologize.
Yep, not a problem.
You said? Yeah.
Yeah, the letter for you. It's in the. If you could actually reach in the bag for a second. I'm incorporeal. It's a lot harder for me to move stuff around. So.
Yeah, I hang out with the cloud. She doesn't usually have these problems, but okay.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. You reach in and you see that there is a letter. It's a crisp letter. It's nicely sealed, and you see the seal of the rebellion on it.
Ooh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the Academy. I like that it's from the Rebellion. All right, I open it up.
You open up the wax seal, and the first words that you see are, "Congratulations." As you keep reading,
Yes.
"We heard about what happened. We're impressed.
Of course they are.
As soon as you leave Dis, we can meet you. Just let us know, and we'll send one of our dread pirates to fetch you."
I like this.
Respond to this letter and send it off. Do not respond to this letter, and we'll accept you declining this offer.
Oh, I respond immediately.
Okay.
Is the Spectre still there?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'll say thank you for extending the invitation. I look forward to meeting face to face.
Excellent. Sounds good. The Spectre then, you see, says, you can go. This is going to take me a minute. And then you watch as the Spectre goes down to where there's a little mailbag and goes, it's just like so much effort for this incorporeal body to form something that can push this bag. And you think that this Spectre probably spent the entirety of the morning getting here.
Do you want me to help?
I mean, if you want to get it out the door, then I can get it the rest of the way.
Yeah, okay. There's gotta be a way to... You know what? All right. I'll just take it and just move it out of the room.
I mean, I would agree, actually. Wait, are you about to say there's got to be a better way?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. Eternal punishment, Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to carry it for me, actually, hey, wait, hold on. I got a lot of stuff to deliver. You want to come with?
Sure.
Hey, nice. Oh my God, sweet. All right, I got to tell you all about in my life, I was a puzzle collector and a miniatures collector. Let me tell you about every bit of these puzzles and miniatures as we go on our deliveries today.
Okay,
right?
listen.
If making a painting.
You do that, I'm not going to be here for very long. If you do that, I'm not going to be here for very long.
I will be silent.
Okay.
All right.
Just tell me about your time here. Let's talk about that. How was it working at the casino?
You learned that this spirit actually doesn't work for the casino. This spirit works for the postal service of Dis.
Okay.
Dis PS, and you see as the spirit is sort of, you go and deliver mail for this spirit, making their life pretty good for the day. And you are basically just like delivering just letters to people and demons and devils and all sorts of creatures.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Awesome. Quick cut away for a second. Jasmine.
This is about what I think it is.
Step into your room.
I knew it.
There is a mirror sitting on your bed.
On my bed. Not the usual.
This is not your ship room. This is the casino room.
Oh.
So there is a mirror sitting on the bed.
Okay. I'll go over and see what it has to say.
There's a pending email.
We will touch it and open it up.
It is from Spelljammer Academy. You expressed interest in our previous correspondence. We'll cut straight to the point. We would like to offer to you any assistance from Spelljammer Academy in exchange, assistance regarding any of your certifications, knowledges, or pursuits of knowledge, including the art of necromancy or arcanomancy, in exchange for providing us information of where you and your crew will be traveling to next, and information as you can gather it about the VB Foundation. Terms and conditions of what we can provide to you are negotiable, but what is not negotiable is our request. Sincerely, Saoirse of Spelljammer Academy.
Saoirse? Not my favorite professor, but not the worst, I guess. Jasmine thinks for herself to a minute, and she decides to ask for a very specific recipe.
Oh, what recipe?
The poison to make a lich.
Got it. Cool. Okay. You
See if
send-
they're serious.
You send the message off. All right, as that message goes off, as letters are being sent by Leon across the city of Dis, as Drizzle wham, hits the bed, and as Laura, you wake up.
Franklin hits the ceiling.
You wake up to see Drizzle. It settles upon all of you that Jasmine and Leon, you have a date to go to this evening. Lore, as you look at Drizzle, you are reminded for a moment that you too have a date for this evening.
Yay, I hope you didn't have any plot planned. It's date time.
Somewhere in your mind, you hear your god go, I really had a lot more planned, but fuck it, we're gonna do dates for next session. And you feel paper getting ripped up somewhere and delete buttons being smashed.
If you believe in the date, it will be real.
You believe in the
like,
date.
you guys go to a shop. Is there anything you want to talk about? And I was like, well, I guess we're doing this, huh?
And that is where we will close our session for this evening, as we find ourselves still relaxing and enjoying ourselves within the city of Dis with new plans and less stressful plans, potentially, in the future.
I'm waiting for the Olive Garden to get bombed. Wherever it is that we're going, we're getting attacked by Spelljammer Academy.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, as we come to a close for our session today. Thanks so much for all of our audience members for joining us tonight, and for every one of you who had provided luck. I believe, Afraid Not, you were really supporting us, as well as, I think, Flock Obama was also
Flock Obama was out
Yeah.
here killing
Flock
it.
Obama rat. So, thank you again, and as a reminder, you as audience members are really helpful in supporting our party here, as they need luck, often trying to lift dumbbells or negotiate and bully a Balor smuggler king into giving them more stuff, or potentially to win beer pong. So please come back and enjoy us next session, as we are going to explore dates and devilish dealings continued. So anything else I have to say? I've totally lost it for a second.
Feelings and dating.
I have a list of things to go through. It's a very short
Yes.
list, but
Yes.
so about 8 hours ago, we'll go over this one. Disciple of Hammond followed us, so thank you, Disciple of Hammond. Appreciate that.
Disciple.
Right at the start of the session, Haloiti resubscribed. Thank you, Haloiti, whoever that could be. Flock Obama resubscribed. Thank you. And then we got 2 hydrates from Sand Gremlin and Ravala Jax. Ravala Jax. Yeah, that's about as good as I could pronounce that. Thank you. I took shots for both of those. Appreciate it. And that's all we got for
Drink
this evening.
ginger ale. Does that count?
Yeah, I was
Hydrating could
having
be anything.
Prebiotic soda. This was the most
Liquids
sober.
in just a liquid. Cheers. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Again, a couple other things. We have our Fates Endgame, which has been going on for 2 years, and I believe recently Wish spells were cast. That occurs on Monday, so come in and tune in to us then. Additionally, we always play at 6 PST, 8 CST, 9 EST, and whatever the hell BST this is, for Spelljammer on Wednesday. So come and hang out. And hopefully we'll have James back for next session as well, so you all can hang out with Bleeze Noik, and we can determine what's going to happen and what doctors he's going to go see. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.
All right, and we are going to go on a raid in just a minute here, so stick around for that. I'm going to just put the be right back thing up, so y'all have a great one. Bye.